These are an additional two suspects in the alleged Kababini arson case. So they are taking them to court.
Oh, Martin.
These are an additional two suspects in the alleged Kababini arson case. So they are taking them to court.
Oh, Martin.
I'm gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. What is definitely going to tell you what's happening in Liberia, what is happening in Monrovia, what is happening in Africa, what are the policymakers doing, what are Liberians confronted with, what are they talking about. This is where the national conversation starts, and I'd like to welcome all of you to the program tonight, this edition of the program, the late night show, the late night politics on Spoon. Um, we are committed to bringing the issues to you as they unfold, making sure that we update you with what the happenings are across the country, bringing you analysis as well on those different issues, and providing you the opportunity to speak out on those different issues of national concerns. I'd like to welcome all of you tonight to this edition of the program. It's going to be very engaging, a lot to talk about. Last evening was another great show. And tonight is going to be even better. You know, as we talk Liberia, as we keep the national conversation going on. Welcome to the show tonight. My name is Nelson Colette. We are live as always across the Spoon Network, Spoon FM 107.5. We're live on Fabric Radio 101.1. And thanks to our affiliate radio stations across the country that are always relaying the program. We want to appreciate all of the stations across Liberia, making sure that we can reach thousands of people across the country tonight. There's a whole lot happening across the country, and it's just very important that we um, keep the conversation going on, that we, you know, uh, uh, provide the space where we can all talk about those different issues here every night. Well, but let me welcome a few of you. Let me go to the comment section and welcome a few people coming on. Now I see a lot of you joining in. Please share the program as you come on. We appreciate if you were to share the program. We're live on Facebook, on Spoon TV, on Fabric TV, on Super TV. We are also live on YouTube. Our YouTube handle is Spoon Talk Live. And we want to appreciate all of you for joining us via YouTube tonight. Just share the program in the different group chats on Facebook. And YouTube gave us a thumbs up. Let's hope we can have a great show tonight. A lot happening across the country. Let me recognize a few people in the thread here tonight. Eric McGill is joining us from Atlanta, Georgia. Thanks for coming on tonight. I see Mr. Bala, Philip Bala, thanks for joining us. Big Will Johnson is here from District 17, Montserrat County. I see Coco Ish Zakura coming on tonight as well. Abraham Kamara, Obadiah Smith from North Dakota, Esther Williams joining us tonight as well. Morris Day, I want to say thanks. He's asking me, may I get money for Joanna? Thanks for joining us tonight. I see, yeah, Amelia, there's Amabilian Money Glow. Yes, thanks for coming on. We appreciate you tonight. All of you, Sosa, coming on as well. Moses Momolu joining us from Iowa. I see Christian Appleton here tonight from Maryland County. So many of you joining us. Francis Ray is here. Blessings and blessed. It says we are here, Nelson. I'm glad that you're here tonight. So we discuss Liberia, discuss the issues, and I like it when we disagree sometimes. I enjoy it when you come so hard in the comment section. That's the beauty of democracy. We should all be able to express ourselves. We should disagree. You should look the next man. I should look to Ray in the eye and say, my man, the way you left Councilor T, I won't conclude the hour, the time, the minute you left the papi, you neglected the old man. It was not right. Yes, Toure has the right to take his side, but I too have the right to tell Toure, look, Toure, you didn't behave fair to the old man. What will you tell him 2029? Anyway, I should look at AB and tell him, AB, that grammar you spoke here tonight, we have to look for dictionary and try to find the actual meaning of those different things you said. That's the beauty of democracy. I want to welcome everyone. Someone is asking, where is Toure? Blessings and blessed. Toure is here. Toure around. I don't know if Toure will be on tonight, but hopefully we can have him on. I want to welcome everyone to the show tonight. It's going to be a great show. Plenty of things happening across the country. A lot of things happening across the country, my people. We come every day, we talk Liberia, and like the clock on the wall, moving so fast, not waiting for anyone. That's how fast things are happening. Things are happening faster than we can ever imagine. Let me bring our brother AB on tonight. Let me just challenge Santobogi. Now he's coming on. AB, welcome to the show, man. It's good to have you on tonight. You want to unmute?
Yeah, Nelson. Yeah, I'm doing pretty much well. Thank you for welcoming me. On this fantastic network. I mean, we are here to do it our best. That is why we are here every night.
Definitely, we're here to do our best. That's why we are here. Blessings and blessed asked the question. So immediately asked the question, I saw the guy logged in. Toure, welcome to the show, man. It's good to have you on tonight.
Oh my God, Nelson. You don't even know how much pleased I am right now to be on tonight. You know what I mean? I know I keep coming here and there once in a while and stuff like that, but I'll try to build some consistency around my presence here moving forward. But yeah, man, it's always great to be on, man. I feel like you're the greatest host of all talk show in the motherland, man. And it's always an honor, you know what I mean, to be in your presence, obviously, having you go through all of these, fascinated and uncovering all of these stories and headlines in the motherland, man. Always great to be with you, Nelson. And
thanks a lot for
being a while. What's up?
Yeah, my friend, brother. It's been a while. We are in the corner. We are here. We are enjoying our government.
That's right.
you can tell that AB doesn't want peace tonight. But I appreciate everyone. We're in this together. The late night show moving on for over a year now. This is as a result of our respective energies we bring to the program, our respective contributions. Yes, we're here today, and then the next day we call up somewhere, and Toure is not here, but AB is here to take on. AB is not here, but Charles is here, and then Moba is not well; he can't make it on the show today. But Emmy is here, and then Emmy is not here, but Moba is here. This is something I see this as Liberians, the young people coming together, sacrificing their time, contributing everything here to make this work for our country. And yes, so this is something that we're in together, and I appreciate every single day. I appreciate every single panelist, the contributors, our audience as well. We the other day we said Fridays we'll bring on, we'll provide the opportunity for some of the folks in the audience to come on. And then unfortunately for me, after we had the conversation last Friday, I overslept. It was almost time, and then I went to take a nap. Before I knew it, I woke up 2 a.m. And then I woke up to lots of messages in my messenger and on my WhatsApp. A lot of people, but they're saying, why you told us, we're coming on and stuff like that. But we appreciate all of you, our ardent followers, for always being here. I see Charles. I understand Charles had a meeting today with some investors, and Charles is on the show. Right after the meeting, the guy came on, and maybe he'll be telling us, what went on in the meeting today. But Charles, welcome to the show. It's good to have you on. But interesting.
Thank you. Toure, my man, long time.
Yeah, brother Charles, man. My man, you look sharp, my man. What? My man, you should have told every one of us, man. Probably would have.
Come on, man. You can do better than this. You can do better.
You're looking good, my man. You're looking good, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Charles.
That's always love to flat those people, my man. So I take that from him. I don't mind.
Charles for you.
Charles reminds me of Moba. There was a day Moba came on in the court, well dressed. So George asked Moba, but Moba, what's happening? What's behind the dress code? He said, I just came from a meeting with some investor, he's coming to invest in the country.
Oh my God, Moba, man. Moba
interestingly, it was Moba who got Charles on board. So, but before bringing the man on board, Moba said, I can't bring one man in the chat room. That means a sedition. So you must know that it means. But Charles has never agreed that he's a sedition. So I don't know what's happening. Who is saying the truth?
Yeah, you see what the man, he's talking about the devil himself.
No, if he say you bring me on. He's talking. No problem.
You talking about the man that bounce.
That ain't not. Now, Moba, then, Moba, what's happening, bro?
I mean, I thank God money over.
I mean, I know, man. Who else will do it than I go, my man? Who else will do it than I, Papi?
But it's good to see you, Moba. You were sick for some time. You're back on your feet. We're glad to know that you can join us tonight. So thank God that you're back on your feet. And I saw you hit the gym. You hit the gym as well.
But you see the tear growing. I gotta tell you.
I can see it, my brother. I can see it. I can see the progression.
The thing, my man. Another level.
Now see the guys are telling you to hit the gym. That's just what they say.
Go in the gym.
No, but the thing is, and to our folks out there, we're about to go to the show. But the thing is, once I go to the gym, I don't want to hear the one. Once I go to the gym, in the next 1-2 weeks, most of my stuff will not fit me again. I don't get money to buy new clothes. So
No, I'll be a campaign manager. We run campaign. Go to the team.
I get money to buy this.
So Nelson, no problem. No problem with we'll put up on a GoFundMe.
I'm telling you guys something serious. Anyway, we will conclude on this conversation. You know,
but who tell them that because going to the gym can give you muscle? Who said that? Going to the gym can give you muscle?
But man, we'll do that argument after the show.
Maybe is coming in with
maybe won't be another Pandora
the argument. You know, but it's serious. Anyway, but I saw Mobile. You know, Mobile is doing great. The guy is doing great. But it's a good thing that we're here tonight, guys, and we'll do our opening and get the show started. Emmy says she will be joining. She's having praise and worship. Right after the praise and worship, she will join us. But so there's a whole lot happening across the country. Last evening, we had a conversation around the whole Capitol building thing and the communication from Embattled Speaker Kofa and everything that went on. You know, he said, if y'all want to take the office, y'all go take the office, but I will not turn the office over. And all of these different engagements, those different reactions are coming as a result of this one situation. Talking about the Capitol building, the burning of the Capitol building. Liberians, from the 18th of December to January, we're moving so close to February. We're going to 2 months since this situation came up. Liberians are still concerned. A lot of people still want to get at the bottom of the entire situation to know exactly who burned the Capitol building, what happened, and all of that. The questions are coming in from every angle. And so, as part of the process, a lot of you know there were 2 suspects arrested by the police. They're in court over this situation. And today, 2 other suspects were arrested and turned over to the police. Arrested them, forwarded them to court, not today, but a few days ago. Those individuals were forwarded to court. One of the suspects today mentioned the name of the District 16 representative, Dickson Siebel. Now, you want to go back a little. When the police addressed a communication to the House of Representatives, to the plenary of the House of Representatives, there were names of some lawmakers that were mentioned as persons of interest that the police said they're going to be reaching out to very soon to establish, their link to the Capitol building situation. But as per what the police said, it has in possession, she had in her possession at the time, those people had some connection. There are reasons to invite them for questioning. Representative Dickson Siebel was one of those persons whose name was mentioned. And maybe we should go back to the video where when his name was mentioned, Josh, welcome to the show. When his name was mentioned, he was in session, and you could see him on camera, laughing and making fun with the situation. But today, one of the suspects confessed. According to the gentleman, he was given 100 USD by the lawmaker. He and some of his colleagues, they divided the money. Other men take $50, so other men take out a share. And upon the order, the involvement of the lawmaker, they did what they did. This is coming from one of the suspects. So he's in court as well. He was arrested today. Let's say he was forwarded to court. A lot of you watched this very short video.
These are an additional 2 suspects in the alleged Carabinian arson case. So they are taken into court.
Sorry, guys. I was trying to get something else. So yeah. So the 2 suspects there, the names of the gentlemen you see there, they are suspect Kava Ba, alias Kaba, and the other gentleman is John Nyanti. And they narrated that on the 10th of December, 2024, they went at the Capitol building. They met with the lawmaker. On that day, he left New Crew Town. He went to the Capitol building, and blah, 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 and all of those different situations. We're going to go through the entire story here, but this is what's coming from the court. This is where the authority is so far with respect to this case, and these are the latest updates with respect to the Capitol building situation. Well, on the flip side, the government of Liberia, through the Ministry of Finance, is reporting that it has implemented a significant salary adjustment for civil servants across the country as part of the broader efforts to improve the wages and support the public sector workers across the country. So approximately 28,200 government employees, making up to 45% of the civil servants, have started receiving salary increases. So what are the increases? How much is it that has been added to their salaries? So as part of this initiative, you have healthcare workforce, the nurses, the midwives, the physician assistants, and all of those people are now seeing $50 added to their monthly salaries. And other health workers are also getting $25 and $40 depending on their specific roles. And so the government of Liberia is saying that these are adjustments that are geared towards retaining, very professional individuals within the sector. And there's some 2,000 teachers with C certificates, B certificates, and that of and other higher qualifications that have benefited from this initiative as well. That's according to the government of Liberia. Now, on the flip side, the ministry, that's the Internal Affairs Ministry, or the Ministry of Internal Affairs, received or presented 15 pickups to the 15 county superintendents today. And you saw that there was an elaborate program organized. Those different superintendents were there. But the question is, and the question was, and I saw a lot of people asking this question, was it necessary to parade with those vehicles through the principal streets of Monrovia? And then you have siren blowing behind, ping, boom, ping, boom, ping, boom, 15 pickup line, all the way pickup, ping, boom, ping, boom. Everybody drove those 15 pickups straight to the executive mansion. Yeah, everything on camera. Did we really have to do that? Was it necessary? Well, that's part of the happenings here today. Plus a whole lot across the country. We're going to move on to talk about those different issues here tonight. But I want us to move into the conversation because there's just a whole lot to talk about here tonight. You know, the NOCAS situation has been discussed sufficiently. We wouldn't want to dwell so much into that. But and also the issue with the post and telecommunication as well, with the purchase of vehicles for staffers or for the workforce there with iron seats, the vehicles. There were attempts to return the vehicles and all of that. We'll go into all of those issues once we have the time, but I want us to do our opening tonight and get the show started. Welcome to the show, Josh. Chas, welcome to the show. Toure, it's good to have you on. Mazi. Is that the right pronunciation of the name? Mazi, right? Mazi.
It's Mze. It's not Mazi. It's Mze.
Oh, okay. I think I was pronouncing it.
Mze. Okay, Mze. Yeah, myself.
Thanks a lot for joining us, and Moba as well. Let's do our opening quickly, then we can get the show started. Let's take 1 minute at least at most to do our opening, then we can get the show started. Moba, you want to start up?
Yeah. Thank you, Nelson, and thank you to my fellow panelists and our many listeners. Look, I will start with the fire incident for my opening. Although we go into detail when we're done. But you see, in Liberia, everything want to politicize. The people talking about how the government get test measure, the video, the recording, all the stuff, And I said to myself, and be like, wow, Liberia will still be on time, because investigation, you can go as far as in the perpetrator phone to warrant to get access to information as much as related to that case. Look, it is valid. Nothing to argue about. The key point, relevant to the case, authentication process, and legal obtaining. So if you get the three key points in your investigation, and why the police going back. But people will sit down and politicize this and say it's a witch hunt. You're looking at people go burn the country house, the Capitol building. And when the people came on investigation, and people on Facebook lying to themselves, look, let me say this. Text messages, no matter how you delete it from your phone, it can still be recovered. Mm-hmm. So you shouldn't come here and say people go infecting the date, the time. And even they go to Lone Star or Second, then they get warrant and go there. So the case can be easy. So let people stop politicizing this. As much will go into duty on our occasion. And the three key points I just listed, I will define it properly so that Liberia people can understand how the investigation going. Thank you. Hey, Brian, go ahead.
For me, I want to thank our Honorable Vice President for the Republic of Liberia, Jeremiah Kwan, for sponsoring 150 students to be able to study in India. So that means that is a tremendous work done by the Vice President so far as for him to be able to look at the salary, the finances, and be able to sponsor 150 students who led the country yesterday. That is remarkable. And I want to thank him and let him keep doing his good job, because history will definitely place him on the right side. To the issue of the cars, our honorable president needed to do that. The car was leaving from Freeport to the executive mansion. So you don't expect for the car to just drive, for the driver to just drive the car straight from the Freeport, straight to the executive mansion without any ceremony. That was the only way that I strongly believe to be able to send a notice to the public, to be able to tell the public why the car is then into the country for, and who will be giving the car to. So I does not see any problem wrong with that. Lastly, I want to tell our fellow citizens that this battle is not just 6 years battle, it is consecutive 12 years. You guys will be in opposition for good 12 years, and I mean it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so very much, Moba. Look, at the end of the day, man, let be straightforward here. Government should mean business, and government should be very, very like should know about what we call time management. It's very essential. Parading with cars and all of that stuff, just unnecessary. Absolutely unnecessary. You procure a car for superintendent. It's at the port. Allocate which one is what, which one going to bunk on it, so that everybody will get a car. You don't need all that showman shit. We don't need that, right? You know what I mean? So like that is just a waste of time. But look, that's not here nor there. My problem is with everything that is happening on a global stage. There's Liberia and President Joseph Numa Boakai ready right now to absorb some of the actions that are happening right now that have to do with, President Donald Trump cutting of foreign aid. Liberia is heavily dependent on foreign aid, right? So what are we doing as a country to actually alleviate some of those pinch that we'll soon start to see if President Donald Trump actually moves forward with this plan? Is Liberia ready? Is Liberia prepared? Right? A country that is heavily reliant on foreign aid. That is my talking point for tonight, and hopefully we can explore more. Thank you.
Thank you. Charles.
Yes, thank you, Nelson. And my brother Molba. Tonight, for my opening, I want to ask Liberians a question. This government came on the mantle of rescue. What is going on? Those things that are going on in Liberia right now, does that define the word rescue? Does this government, headed by President Joseph Numa Boakai, is in charge of this country, is in charge of this government? We came on this platform, people said, oh, it was right for majority bloc to illegally move the speaker. And people said it was legislative things. The president, the executive should not get involved into legislative matter. Today, we are seeing a brutal disrespect for the rule of law in the executive. Today, we are seeing malicious stealing from the executive, and this president that is in charge of the executive is not taking a single action. What was wrong yesterday is wrong today, and it will be wrong tomorrow. And if for any reason this government cannot solve the Liberian people problems, cannot listen to the Liberian people problem and work in the interest of the Liberian people, what was wrong yesterday was wrong today, and therefore the CDC and the United Party, Liberian people don't need them.
Okay, thanks argument. A lot. Josh, you just want to conclude, then we'll go to the issues tonight. Okay, I see Cindy and Vasco. Okay, I'm going to bring the guys on, but they will go straight to the talking points. Let's conclude with you, Josh. I'll keep them in the back until we finish with the opening. Then we'll get to the issue. Then I'll bring it on. But go ahead, Josh. Just do your opening quickly.
Oh, look. Thank you, Nelson. And look, Toure, my man, long time, my man. Good to see you. Hello, guys. I'm just here. I'm a little bit perplexed, even though I'm not well today. I just came from the hospital. But I'm just perplexed by what is happening in Liberia. You found out that the last time we listened to a tape that Abu Bana Kamara was talking to the speaker about doing something big, and all the scenarios that followed. Today, we are seeing another one. We don't know how many people now burn in one place, because we learned the other time some people were in prison. They brought them to because of habeas corpus. They brought them back from prison, and they fainted. They lifted them. They carried them to the hospital. They beat over there. Those people. Liberia is a laughing stock, just like our president. The thing is, these guys are just completely confused because they want to make sure that Boakai said the right thing. that hooligans bring down the legislature or the whatever it is.
Okay.
So they are finding everything to make it make sense or to make it stick.
No,
And it's not
we are
making
not
sense.
going into that
Because
conversation.
Abu Kamara playing it, then he move from there. You're not playing it again. No, they want that Dixon Sibo playing it now for District 16 or 17. But the thing is that look, Liberia, we're just completely. I think this government is making everyone look stupid. But we're here. We continue to keep their feet to the fire. Thank you, Nelson.
Well, thanks a lot, Josh, and I want to welcome Vasco and Cindy to the show. It's a good thing that you guys are joining us as well tonight. So we have the conversation going. Liberia. But go ahead, Cindy. Just take 30 seconds quickly. And
we can actually
Let's
go
go
into
to the topic, but I forgot about the opening about Nelson.
we can go into the
Let's go
show.
to the topic about.
I
Fast,
want
we're
to
not
get,
opening yet. Don't toss it. No, going
I
to
want to
the
get something up.
So we can
Okay,
go into the show, but I will
This is
just considering what Moba just did, I will advise that we only have one moderator tonight so we can hear one another. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Very important.
Hey, Jalayi.
There's something I
don't
want
want
to.
to punch in bed. No problem.
Yeah. So Moba, the show has been quiet these few days. Do you realize that you want to anyway? But I want to get the video up when the communication from the police to the House of Representatives was being read on the floor. And that was several weeks back when that communication was addressed to the House of Representatives, declaring about 7 lawmakers as persons of interest. Well, the list is long. And I remember one of the lawmakers happens to be from our own brother Cindy's district. We brought the lawmaker here. We had a lengthy conversation with him. And he said he's innocent. He doesn't know what everything about what was being mentioned in that communication. Okay, so I will get the video up later. I will get it up. I will try to get that particular video up. But he said he's innocent. And so the conversation has been going on. The police have insisted, the law enforcers, the joint security have insisted that they're going to get at the bottom of this case. They're going to make sure that whoever burned down the Capitol building will face the full weight of the law. So, 2 suspects initially, 2 additional suspects have been added to the list. And the individuals have been quizzed. They've been engaged. They've been asked several questions with respect to what happened. What exactly do they know? And I want to read what our judicial correspondent wrote here. He says, suspect Kelvin Barr has informed police investigators that Montserrat County District 16 Representative Dixon Sibo allegedly facilitated their plan to burn the Capitol building. Kelvin Barr, alias Kaba, narrated that prior to December 10, 2024, John Yanti and an unidentified associate asked him to come at the Capitol building on December 10 to meet with Honorable Dixon Sibo on that day. He left New Crew Town and went to Capitol building, but was stopped by security officers of the Liberia National Police. According to defendant Calvin Barr, he and his friends remained around the Capitol building until the compound was cleared. Then John Yanti took them to meet Honorable Dixon Sibo in his office. During the meeting, They told Honorable that they were hungry, prompting him to give money to one of his office staff to buy food for them at the Senate restaurant. After eating, they asked Honorable for transportation to return to New Crew Town. Defendant Calvin Bard alleged that Honorable gave John Yanti 100 United States dollars, which Yanti divided, gave each of them 1,300 Liberian dollars as transportation. On his way home, John Yanti called Bard back to the Capitol building and gave him 200 Liberian dollars to buy a small bottle of gasoline, which he did before returning home. Now he bought the gasoline. Regarding the December 18 arson attack, Defendant Calvin Bard stated that on December 17, 2024, the day of the Capitol building protest at 10:45 p.m., Tyrese Jerry Poker called him, this is one of the suspects now, called him saying that Honorable wanted to see them at the Capitol building. They arrived but did not see Honorable in person. Instead, they met John Yanti, Amos Kofa, and a gentleman from Councilor Kofa's office. Defendant Yanti Bar claimed that following John Yanti and the security guard's request, Tyrese Jerry Poker stated that if they wanted them to burn the Capitol building, they should bring money. According to Defendant Calvin Bar, this is the final paragraph. Upon their request, John Yanti placed a phone call to Honorable Sibo saying they needed money to execute the operations. Yanti had the phone on speaker, and Bard overheard Honorable Sibo say he was sending the money with his security guards. In the final paragraph, Defendant Calvin Bard revealed that after he called, a white pickup truck arrived, and John Yanti walked to the car with Honorable bodyguard and Amos Kofa. According to Bard, Yanti and Kofa gave him and Tyrese 100 United States dollars. Now, guys, this story is still developing, but this is where we are at the moment. You see how God putting his hand up like someone drowning. This story is still developing, but this is where we are at the moment. This is the testimony of one of the suspects that was recently accused, or let's say arrested and forwarded to court. Now, all of what Calvin Bar is saying here, or Kaba, is in court. This is the man saying what he knows about the Capitol building situation. Now, we're going to all the other aspects that has to do with how the police arrested him and all those different things. But this is Calvin Bar speaking here, giving his own side of the story with respect to what he knows about the Capitol building situation. Now, I'm going to put the other videos up. This, again, for those just joining the show, this is the scene when the gentlemen were taken to court today.
These are an additional 2 suspects in the alleged Capitol building arson case.
I want to hold it there, and we have a whole lot to unpack tonight. Let's go into the conversation. Since indeed we didn't get Vasco and Cindy to do their opening, we're going to start from here, and then we'll go around the table. Cindy, you want to weigh in your thoughts on this situation? This is an update to everything we've been discussing here with respect to the Capitol building situation.
Well, Nelson, this is a developing story. We again want to know who set fire on the nation Capitol building. It doesn't matter who the individual or individuals will be. All we ask is that the government do undertake an investigation that is fair, that is transparent, that will point to evidence or evidences in this case. So if lawmaker Dickson Sibyl is mentioned by an arrest, a suspect that has been arrested, then let the government proceed by inviting, Dickson Sibyl to, investigate him. I don't care whether he's the president of the country. Anyone who is involved in this case must be brought to book and must face the law, but it must be done very transparently so that nobody will point finger at the government saying that they are wish hunting anybody. So again, this is big. This is is a good step. We want to know.
We are yet to see the appearances of those persons of interest. It hasn't got to that point where the lawmakers. Now, it was not just Honorable Dickson Sibyl. There were so many of them, even the lawmaker from your district.
Yeah.
They were all declared persons of interest. But what do you think is happening here? That the lawmaker is yet to even appear to say what he knows about the situation, but a suspect is coming up to narrate, to link him to the Capitol building situation already.
And Nelson, I don't know. I'm not a law enforcement officer. I'm far from that. I do healthcare for a living. But yeah, that's one of the things that's shocking, right? You have mentioned names, people of interest. I think been a couple of weeks, because I remember we called DB here a couple of weeks ago, and that around that time. And up to this time, you haven't invited them to tell them or tell the Liberian people why they are persons of interest. So I don't know. I'm not a law enforcement officer. I'm not in any security. Or maybe the folks in security will help us. Does it take this long? Once you have declared a person as a person of interest, do you take that long? But Nelson, Dickson Sibyl has been mentioned by a suspect. He has been mentioned, providing evidence, confessing that, okay, I was part of this, I did this, and somebody, a lawmaker, Dickson Sibyl, is involved. You will expect that the government will go knock on Dickson Sibyl door immediately. Again, I'm not in law enforcement, so maybe you'll help me. But why is it that Dickson Sibyl has not been arrested by now? When his name is mentioned by somebody who is in custody confessing. Do they want to wait until Dickson Sibyl leave the country or maybe run away before they can go after him? Because if really Dickson Sibyl is involved with this and somebody is mentioning his name, you could leave the country, right? So I would think that the government will have arrested him by now.
Okay, we're going to follow up on this because this is something that came up today, and who knows? There could be something in the pipeline. But Sandy, just to end up with you, before now, the CDC had conducted a press conference where they sent a caveat that any attempt to invite CDC lawmakers will be resisted. They're not going to tolerate witch hunt. Now, what do you make of what's going on now? Comparing it to the statement released by the institution some time ago, and we're going to come to Vasco next. And maybe Vasco is going to speak to this issue better.
We are not running a country that is controlled by any political party. We are running a country that have rules, that have laws, that has the Constitution. What is CDC to tell a government that when you come for anybody, we will resist you? Let the AFL go with their AK-47, their RPGs, and let CDC resist. No, I'm serious. We are not going to say we won't arrest. If President Weah is involved with this, former President Weah is involved with this, go after former President Weah. If President Boakai is involved with this, go after President Boakai. And when you should go after Weah, Let Jefferson Kochi or any member from the CDC stay and say, you will not arrest them. We have a government.
I want to hold you there. Let's take Vasco on this situation. And then we're going to take Fambule next and go to all the other folks who were on set earlier. Vasco, what's your take on this issue? Considering where we are now with this whole Capitol building saga. Representative Dixon Sibo has been named in this particular situation. Vasco, I think you're muted.
Okay, so Nelson, I mean, I know the only reason why we're running with this is because of most of the people that was mentioned into this issue. They are from the opposition CDC. So we keep running with this thing while we have serious issue affecting our people in the country.
Come on, Vasco.
Vasco,
are you saying that this issue is not serious?
No, that's it. My time. Let me use my time. I was speaking.
I'm just asking you, Vasco. I hope go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Make your point. Yeah. Make your point, Vasco.
But that's it. Let me frank with you. The security sector, especially the Liberia National Police, headed by Gregory Como, this man who everybody been praising, he's one of the best security person in the country. But since they rescued government king to power, I have noticed that this man, he's not even worth to be some kind of security guard man to certain place. Because since the man took over the police under the United Party regime, everything just going here to scatter in our country. This is a serious case they may play fun on. Do you think this is the way you can indicт people in the kind of a case, burning of the Capitol building? Are we joking here? You hire your men, according to you, you hire your men controlling the Capitol building. Okay? You had chairs that left the identical place that the fire got it. Those two chairs, they are right now in City Hall. When the Capitol building got burned, one person from the majority group was crying. Let's see, you get a video. Sometimes you play the thing. They asked the man, why are you crying? He said, we didn't expect the fire to be like this. Right away, that man is a suspect. How they took the chairs from in there. Today they carry out the Capitol building. And then they play burn. There's something fishy. The people that are on guard, the police officer, whosoever are there, those people also should be suspect. They should be going through police investigation. But you just jump on, you be torturing people for them to explain. And I hope you can play the video too. One of the guys that they arrested today, I hope you can play that video so people can hear the guy saying that he went there to torturing his other friends. So anything they say, he said, yes, sir. Yes. And you know that.
Do you have the video? You want to share that with me?
Yeah, I got a video on my phone that I'm using, but I will go off and send it to you. So you can play it today on all the other radio stations in the country. Everybody played it. So this is a joke. The city Mame Kenya, on the video, he was implicating Abu Bana Kamara. Today, he kind of implicating Dixon Sibo. This is a joke. And then somebody wants to say CDC this and that. Look, if you want to come for our people, come for them with proper evidence. Dixon Sibo is a lawmaker for District 16. You think the people will sit down and allow you to play politics with their lawmaker? You got your people who burn that place. Gregory Como now should be suspended or even fired by the president because you have people manning that Capitol building. And the Capitol building, when you're looking for people all over the place. Good country, nowadays. But now maybe the police or whosoever
20 seconds, Vasco,
that was in charge of security, that person feeling resigning straight.
But Vasco, I mean, considering the situation now where ahead of the appearance of the lawmaker, you have one of the suspects even mentioning his name. I mean, what do you see here? What do you think is going to happen here?
That man is not a suspect. That man is just a paid agent. The people that are calling him, those guys were tortured. The story long.
Why do you think this gentleman is a paid agent? The guy is saying
he's a paid agent. He's
Why
a
do you
PA
think he's a
agent.
Why do you think so?
Up to now, the other guys that they got, what they have against them? Nothing. They still got them torturing them. You all know they kept those guys in jail.
Thank you,
And they
Vasco.
tortured them before even taking them to court.
I want to hold you there quickly. Let's bring Fambole in, and then we're
Let me
going to
send you
take
the
our
video. Let me
brother
send you the
break.
video.
Yeah, Fambole, please go ahead.
Look, thank you, Nelson. I mean, sometimes it's embarrassing when we come on the show. And
We can hear you. Let me mute
we
you.
found people here making fun and mockery out of the Liberian people. You see, for some of our colleagues to sit on this platform and say that the government masterminded and burned down the capital and they're looking after people all in the name of witch hunt, that is a sad story. But here's the thing. In investigation, the police already listed people of interest, and those people of interest are already been notified. They're not going to leave the country. They are already served notices to all selective posts. I listened to Gregory Cuomo. He said some of them, and they put a stay order on them. They can't leave the country during these investigations, and also they cannot release certain people because this investigation is very big. They cannot go in the middle and get few persons and leave other people out. So that our common adage go to say when you hold rope, bro, hold boot, the how you looking. So the investigation they are going to bring in more people because this was set up, it was masterminded, it was engineered, it's an organized crime. Let me just say it that way. It was organized and it was perpetrated. They have people from higher ups. Imagine, why would someone even give somebody $100?
So it's no longer alleged. It's a fact now.
Let's have our brother go ahead.
Imagine someone was given $100 to burn down the people's house. I don't know what's happening with Liberian people. What's happening to young people? From the explanation, we are taking it from the explanation. We know that this particular attack, this particular alleged arson attack, it was actually masterminded. I don't know why people want to sugarcoat things and make it look like people are targeting people. This is the issue about Liberia. Let's put aside this politics issue and this personal feelings. Someone go and burn down the people capital of all the civil crisis that went on in that country. It never resulted to that. But because there's a specific group of people who say, behold, this our time. If it cannot be us, it cannot be them. And they said, if we cannot be there, we'll make this place ungovernable. And out of that, they went on or evil manipulation and burn down the people's house. And you want for us to take this as a child's play? You think this is Chucky show washing?
So just 20 seconds to conclude.
This, let us make sure that we support the process. This is the Liberian people should, everybody, this entire investigation should be a whole country investigation. Because if we don't do this now, what become of the image of the police? What become of the of people who will want to do similar thing in the future? So we have to set precedent, and people who perpetrated this, whether you are in the House of Legislature or anywhere, you should be brought to book, and justice must prevail. Thank you, Nelson.
I want to hold you there, and let me play just a portion of this clip. I hope this is the right clip here, because I'm just playing from another source. Okay.
Comrade Zlatote, chairman of CDC USA Iowa, and other distinguished comrades and militants assembled here today on our words. We have assembled here today. We have come here today to remind the despotic and emerging tyranny of a government of President Boakai, that you do not have the capacity to contain the Liberian people. You do not have the capacity to contain the Liberian people, because dictators who are far alert than you are were confronted and defeated on the battlefront. And we have come here to tell you today that the strength and legitimacy of the government lies in adhering to the rule of law, or whatever security apparatus to contain the wrath of the Liberian people. Because Article 1 of the Constitution is still very active. The Constitution. To the international community, that we've been reminding you in private. That we've been telling you in private that the government is beginning to lose legitimacy. The government totally disregarding the constitution of the country is a recipe for national chaos. The government series of actions in illegal dismissal of civil servants, illegal removal of citizens from various payrolls. You can decide for the country to progress, for the country to retrogress. The peace and stability of this country is in the hands of President Joseph Boakai and the Unity Party. So we are calling on you. We are calling on you to desist. To desist. And we can tell you, an attempt to arrest any of the CDC lawmakers, maybe you arrest the entire CDC. An attempt to arrest any of the CDC lawmakers, you should be ready to arrest the entire CDC. Because we are aware that the bogus charges, the bogus investigation that are being purportedly conducted by the Liberian National Police and whatever national security apparatus has got no iota of transparency. We challenge you because you are not told the Liberian people who was manning the Capitol building on.
Okay, so guys, listen, man. For the sake of the show, we're gonna continue with the conversation, but far before now. Before getting at this point, you heard the secretary, that's the chairman of the CDC, saying that the investigation is bogus, and any attempt to arrest any CDC lawmaker, the joint security should be ready to arrest the entire party because they will resist. I mean, and this is where we are. And now, Sandy raised a very important point. Sandy's question was, with the recent update, why are we not seeing maybe the lawmaker arrested, and stuff like that, with all that one of the suspects have said? But going back into what we just saw, is this going to be a smooth ride for the government? Is that a reason for all parties to just watch the investigation play out? I mean, let's hear a take on this issue, Toure, going into what the suspect today said with respect to the involvement of the District 16 lawmaker.
Nelson, I thought you would do me before you go up. You left me behind.
I want to take Toure, then I'm going to come to you, and then we'll take Charles next.
So Nelson, let me clear on something. We're running a government, all right? We're running a government that is upholding to the Constitution, that is upholding to the preservation and protection and the protection of life and property. All right. So let establish that first. So, and when you have a responsible government, I know very well Sandy struck a very good point as to when you have an alleged perpetrator or someone who you know what I mean, like finger are pointing now, you have people talking, because Liberia is a small country. You know, when you have somebody, people talk, obviously. And Sandy point was, why is it that some of these individuals have not been apprehended so far? Fear of them sort of like, you know, running away or going to exile. Well, a responsible government, in as much that people are talking, you just don't go like that and just start, you know, arresting people. You know, you have to sort of, you know, do what we call due diligence, establish all facts, you know, and investigate beyond all reasonable doubt, you know, that there is absolute or reasonable, you know what I mean, you know, facts have been established, then you can go ahead and grab somebody. Because if you actually do that, you know, swiftly, you know, by just doing that without establishing all of the facts, without actually going through forensic and you know, and recordings and telephone wiretapping and establishing all of these things, bro, then you will put yourself in a very bad situation where the government now could actually make herself, you know, accessible to suing, if you will. So the government not going to do that. But the posturing and flat out, you know, far-fetched, you know, statement coming from CDC, you know, it's just, you know, it just, I mean, for me personally, it's more like a campaign kind of speech or reaction. I mean, there's a government, for crying out loud, right? Government can move in anytime and grab anybody at any time. Nobody is above the law under a democratic system. You know, this is not some kind of autocratic, you know, form of government.
I understand where you're coming from with this, but does the institution, now just looking at what we watched just a couple of minutes ago, the CDC chairman, his position, the party's position on arrest of officials of the party, and on the flip side, the way the joint security is not backing down on this thing. Does the institution have any reason to not believe what the joint security is doing as far as the investigation is concerned?
Well, Nelson, and this is where I'm really baffled, right? You have the joint security, like you said, joint security. They are all working in collaboration to come up with, you know, like a fact-based evidence before they can move in to start apprehending people. And if we actually love country, if we actually care about Liberia, this situation should be a bipartisan approach. You know, we should not look at this to be a unity party kind of thing or CDC kind of thing. If we are actually if we're actually approaching this, because that building does not only host unity partisans, right? CDC lawmakers are in there, everybody's in there. So the whole idea that this could be looked at as a witch hunt, it is absolutely ludicrous, right? So really have to look at these things and how we process these things. And I totally agree with Sandy. We should not go about this where it will actually look like a witch hunt. And I don't think this government, in as much I have so many other reservations about the Bouaga administration, but we have to also look at things rationally and approach it that way. I don't think there's a witch hunt. CDC, man, they just need to actually, you know, kind of quiet down their posturing and flat out or you know, trying to appease their ever dying party right now that I personally believe is on life support. You know, try to, you know, sort of like
make the party on life support.
Oh boy, bro, man. I mean, and then the next 4 years that there'll absolutely be nothing like a CDC.
That's another aspect. But thanks a lot, Toure. Let's move to CDC. Let's say George with CDC Australia. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Look, Nelson, I want to thank you. And look, Nelson, I want to take my time because what I'm trying to do is to passionately to appeal to the logic of the Liberian people, and also from experience, try to educate them that not everything that glitters is gold, right? And because I have a personal, experience in this case. In 2003, about that, I worked for Merlin, Medical Relief International. And in our office, a Zogo guy came. At the time, we didn't know they were called Zogo, right? He came to our office and stole phone. When he stole the phone, I was late in the office. I drove home, and then something happened. Just fast forward, we managed to catch this guy. When we catch him, but because somebody in the office who used to be a cook for the expatriates, the white people, he told the people, because he just hated me for no reason, because he felt I just came in the company, in the organization, and I grew quickly. I became, a big guy in the company, right? In the 8 organizations. So he was jealous, and he was just a cook. So he went to the people and told the people that he knew me from Sierra Leone, that I'm a rogue, that I stole the phones. So when we caught the guy, and the security went with his story, and because of that, they put me on administrative leave. Can you imagine? So they finally caught this guy, took him to the office. And then because when they caught him, I came to the office. And then I went around while passing behind the building, because I came from the warehouse, coming behind the building. I saw the principal security guy standing with the guy who they caught, because he said he wanted to try to get the guy. He was telling the guy, then tell him, say that George Widow sent you to come and take the phone. And it's the guy who stole the phone was looking at me, because I was coming from behind the guy who was telling these things. And I knew this guy. I said, my man, if you hate me that much, why will you do such thing to me? Even if you hate me, why can't you create something that is authentic, that is real, that is true about me, and get rid of me? But God was having the boy, because I caught him red-handed, the boy did not follow the story. He told the white people that he stole the phone. No, let me just finish.
This is a repeat of your story. Are you trying to say, to tell the Liberian people that what happened to you is exactly what we see in the case with the
No. But the possibility exists. The probability exists that this could be. Nothing here is 100%. So Nelson, to cut the story short, this guy confessed that he stole the phone. We gave the phone back. I resigned. And guess what? The next job I got was the United Nations job. I left all the guys back who were jealous of me, and I went to the United Nations. I started working for the United Nations, which was a maybe million times bigger position and more money, right? But here's the thing. That's what I want to say. We cannot come and sit here and listen to some story from some guy unknown to any of us and just believe it and say, oh yeah, that he did it, yeah, he did it. Nelson, that whole story you read that from your legislative reporter, what I did not hear, who drove them there? The judicial reporter. Judicial reporter. Who took these guys to the place? How they managed to pass through the security to burn the building? Because I drove past that building when I was there recently. Because I went to I went to
who took who where? Who took who? Where?
Who took the guys that did the burning? Who took the guys that did the burning of the building?
No, but if you listen to the story here, the narration from Kaba, the individual, one of the suspects identified as Kaba, he said he had gone to the Capitol building earlier. No. He said he had gone there earlier.
What I'm saying, when they were going to burn now, I'm not going to that nonsense story he's explaining. They went to the place, security stopped them, and later on they went in the office. I said when they were about to burn, when they're about to burn the building, who took them there? How did they access the building? Did they access it from the back, or they passed through the security to go in there? Because they caught them first when they were going to even visit a lawmaker. You know that? So Nelson, stories are told. But when we use our ingenuity, we can save ourselves the blunder of making statements and agreeing to nonsense. For me, I am not here for CDC. I am not here, but this is my country. And guess what? One of the most prized assets we have in our country is that legislative building, because it has been there for many, many, many years. So it's a prized asset for us. So whoever bring it, we want to make sure we find that person. But we cannot use politics. We cannot use Joe Boakar's insinuation that it was burned by hooligans. So we agree now. Anybody that come and say, oh no, I saw George video and that he gave me money and he gave me $200 for me to go burn it, that was burn it. They will say, oh yeah, that George video burn it. No, guys, everything must be based on fact. And I want to thank the CDC for making that statement because it was a caution to these people, because as soon as Joe Biden said that hooligans burned that building, we knew what was coming. So it was a preemptive strike against them. And
so
we
Josh,
cannot condone.
You are saying tonight that the statement made by the CDC far ahead of the investigation, far ahead of where we are now, was timely, it was prudent.
It was timely, it was prudent. Nelson, we know
so
what
you will resist arrest?
Definitely. And I support them 100%. And even if I'm on the ground, I will support them with myself, with my presence. Here's why, Nelson. When the president can come and tell people that hooligans burned the building, we want to find the hooligans. We will outroot any other thing that could be possible. We will outroot let's go forth. We'll outroot anything else. We will look for the hooligans. And these are the hooligans they are finding, because to Joe Biden and his people, seditionists are hooligans. That's why they want to chase after us. And this we will not take. We have endured a lot in our country. People kill seditionists in the street for no reason. That is not going to be repeated. We're not going to be used as scapegoats in national disasters. And this will never be repeated. And it's just a caveat to the government now. If they know what they're doing, let them investigate that case properly, efficiently, transparently, and everything. That we want to make sure that every T is crossed and every I is dotted. Without that, they are bringing disaster in Liberia, and we will be there to make sure we give them that disaster that they want. Because nobody is going to be used as scapegoat. You kill people and nothing happens. In Lofa, during election, they kill people who hold sedition share. They came to Monrovia, they stone people, they kill people. No, nothing came from RA. And now the legislature is on fire, and they want to say it's we that did it against seditions. We are not the scumbags of Liberia. We are not the people to be used as sacrificial lamb in anything. We are here, we are Liberians, and we're here to stand, and we'll never accept to be treated as second-class citizens in our own country. That we will not accept. So I hope they know what they're doing. Let them do the investigation and make sure that it is proper, because we will not accept anything that falls short of being the right thing, the accurate thing, and the prudent thing to do. Thank you.
Thank you. Charles.
Yeah, Moba, I hope you provide me with my time. I think Josh took almost 6 minutes here just now. But let me speak to these issues, and it has to be very clear on this platform. I think what we are missing, the fact that a malicious person or group of malicious people,
guys, can you hear me?
Went ahead.
Okay, you guys have position already.
Put our Capitol building on fire. I think we should capture that here first. And that act is completely wrong. Whether it's CDC, is United Party, is Kamara, is Joseph, is whosoever. The country is bigger than a political institution. The country is bigger than individual. The country is bigger than even the president. And so we should not come on this platform while we have thousands of people listening to us, analyzing some of these topics that we are on here, and come and just say things just to appease ourselves or appease other people or appease your political institution you belongs to. Is completely wrong. The burning of the Capitol building is wrong today. It will be wrong tomorrow. It will be wrong forever. And whosoever that is behind the burning of the Capitol building, I don't care. You can be living in the president's house. You need to face the law. You need to face the law. Let me tell you something. George just defined CDC. George, that's exactly what he did on the show just now. He just defined CDC as malicious people. That's what he did just now. hooligans. The president, I come in.
Seditious
He said,
malicious.
no. He said he used a word. He said the president said those that burn the building, they are hooligans. And so, since they are resisting arrest, which means they are the hooligans. In common sense. So here's the thing. If I know fully well I didn't do a particular thing, why will I resist arrest? Why? If the chairman of a political institution knows very well that his representative that is representing their district from his party, they are not involved in the act, why are you making such a public statement? Why are you making those kind of elementary statements? Why? That alone should be a stepping ground to prove your innocence. That alone should be a stepping stone to prove your innocence. Instead of telling state officials, state security that you will resist arrest. What are you trying to prove?
Now, Charles, I want to ask you a question. Okay, few nights ago, we had a conversation. I think it was the night before, last night or something, when the former mayor Jefferson Koji was accusing the government of not prosecuting individuals who have been accused. He said, even including himself, he was accused of so many things, and the government is here to prosecute him and a lot of other people. On the flip side, now he's the Secretary General of the party. On the flip side, the chairman of the party is saying they will resist arrest. Why are we having these both, those different conversations coming through? The Capitol building situation remains in the middle of everything. And Liberians are concerned and want to know who burned down the building. Well, on the flip side, there are folks who think that the security should not be trusted. There are others who think that the security is doing her job and should be trusted. Charles, where exactly do we find ourselves? What's the way forward in the situation?
Nelson, we were on the same platform, and I said to my fellow panelists and Liberians that were listening to me that the state security, the police, also need to be investigated in this matter. But that doesn't suggest that the chairman of CDC should come up with that statement that he will resist arrest. It doesn't suggest that. Though we agree that yes, this building was in charge of the state security of the police. In fact, Gregor Coleman came on public platform and he said he have men that is deployed there to protect life and property. That's what he said. And so, under his watch, under his supervision of that building, the building caught fire. Yes, he need to answer some questions.
Okay.
Those security people that he placed in that area need to answer a question. But that doesn't suggest that, okay, because Gregor Coleman should be answering questions, it doesn't tell CDC to say, okay, since Gregor Coleman at this point is not answering questions, it means anybody you bring to us or any of our lawmakers you try to arrest will resist you. There, even though their name was mentioned. I mean, the message you read, I understand that people can fabricate stuff, but it leaves with you to go and prove your innocence.
Thank you. I want to hold you there, Charles, and let's take AB on this one. We have to take AB and MOBA because we need to.
Nelson, no, I heard Charles say something about my name, so I just want to clear that. If you can give me 30 seconds, that would be good.
No, I've not spoken, Josh. You have to wait.
No, you spoke.
You spoke, my man.
Formula, you spoke. Sunny spoke.
We want to see topic.
George spoke.
Is it?
Formula got short memory span. You got short memory span. It's okay.
No, there was a different spin of the discussion. There was
No,
a
that's the same discussion. If we had debated, if we had
no
debated,
problem.
it's not
No
our
problem.
fault.
I will take 30 seconds. No problem.
But Josh, please
we had a
take
debate, it's not our fault.
Just take
Just take 2 seconds. I'll take 30 seconds.
Thank you.
Please take few
Thank you,
seconds.
Nelson. Yeah, thank you. You know, Nelson and my fellow colleagues, I don't blame Charles. You know, what we call deductive reasoning is a difficult thing.
No, Josh, don't do that.
I'm not talking, Nelson, listen. Because he came here with a straight
Nelson, how
face
about we going
in
back
front
and forth?
of everybody and said, I say the CDC is a hooligan organization. That's why you see everyone here. You think that was good enough for me, for my character?
No. But George, that your explanation.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
What you mean?
Okay.
Nelson, let me finish.
How can you defend your statement? How can you defend your statement that you made?
Okay. Hold on. Let me defend it now. That's why I asked for the 30 seconds. Let me defend
Ask
it.
for 30 seconds to.
When
No,
they
but
say-
you
when
asked for
they
the
say
30 seconds.
No. But guys, we have to do this. We have to do this in order. We have our two colleagues.
Let me finish. I will come back. Yeah, let me finish.
Please
You'll come
conclude
back.
as quick as you can, Josh, because we have to really make progress.
Okay.
You lost a train
Follow
of
my
thought?
trend. Please, yeah, no, it can't happen to me. Come on. So here's the thing, Pwede, just follow me, please, as I lead you. Okay. The bidding is brain. The president comes out and say hooligan brainy. And then our lawmakers are summer. Our lawmakers. He said hooligan brainy, and our lawmakers are in accord for questioning.
When you say only our lawmakers, who is the our? Who is the
CDC lawmakers.
CDC, man. Come on, Nelson.
Is Priscilla Cooper a CDC lawmaker?
CDC lawmaker.
All those who support the ideology of CDC.
Majority carry the rules.
Majority carry the rules. So Nelson, hold on, let me finish.
You see,
The thing is that so Nelson, you want to choose one person. Nelson, be fair to the discussion, Nelson. You want to choose one person because one person added to CDC. You don't even know that person affiliation, but when it becomes one person name, it sounds different, and then you say it's not CDC. Nelson, we can't do that to the discussion. We got to be very fair to it. So let me just address my brother quickly. If you see that the president come out and say hooligans did this thing, and then they start to all the people that are naming in the interest, the person of interest in the discussion are only certain group of people, and then you cannot deduce for yourself that this is where it's going. Then I'm sorry, Charles. We got a long way to go as a nation because I'm sure you can get it, but you're pretending not to get it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me make a correction.
Guys, you will make your correction later. We're gonna come back. I'm gonna give 30 seconds.
So I can take 5 seconds.
To Fambule as well, but we have to get AB to come in. AB is not a spectator on the show; he's a panelist. Let's give him the time.
All right, no problem. Go ahead.
Nancy, thank you very much for this brilliant topic. I strongly believe that the CDC chairman, he sounds like sweet one but lack of substances. You know, this is the normal way. That is CDC for you. For some of you guys who does not know CDC, for me, I know them to the teeth.
So you are former seditious?
No, I'm not former seditious.
No, but somebody just texted me. This is the message. The person said you are former sedition, AB.
No, I am not former seditious.
You are expelled from the institution.
Okay, all right. I know Jangako. I know Jangako to the teeth. That is the normal way of CDC behavior. That is a normal routine. But what I can be able to say on this platform tonight, the police are doing a serious, good job, great job for the interest of the Liberian people. Let us be clear here. It is left with the person who has been accused for him to go to prove his innocence. The suspect called your name. The suspect said he was not only able to mention one instance, he was able to catalog. He was able to catalog.
Can you mute? Go ahead, AB.
He was able to catalog the instances from the meeting with him after they have told you that they were hungry. You gave them money for them to go to find food for themselves. After, then the God said to you that if you want to burn down the Capitol building, we need some money. It is left with the representative for him to go to prove his innocence. That is not a seditious lawmaker. You know, it is the 11 people. This thing here, it is the 11 people building. It is not sedition building. Even if it is whosoever that they have been associated with this burning down of our Capitol building, then the person be prosecuted. What more different about bringing people to justice? I love the great job that Gregor Coleman is doing. Thumbs up.
Thank you, AB. You want to come in, Moba?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's have Moba to make his point. We'll give 30 seconds. I see Choco in the background as well. We'll bring him on shortly.
Yeah, thank you, Nelson, and thank you to my fellow panelists and our listeners. Look, let us be serious. Let us stop messing up politics into this investigation. Look, Cindy is trying a great point by saying why they can't go arresting or blah, 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 but is that how investigation works? If you're investigating or probably you get a person of interest, what the government usually do, they will invite that person first. They will invite that person. Inviting that person just to ask them, you know the person? It left for the representative to say yes or no. You interact with the person so time, it left for the representative to say yes or no. But then, whenever, like, I don't know how it happened, like, bro, but majority of the time, through investigation, some people can recall. So what all he's saying will be recorded for code use or maybe for reference or other stuff for future use. But there's my main point in the Identical Incident Nursing. That whole chapter you just said, like the guy that came all to say what they want to say. How the police will carry on that investigation. Firstly, they will go back to that place where they said they ate to go gather information. How the information work? By asking people in an identical facility what time the people came here to eat, to cooperate with his statement. We shouldn't come here and play with the laboratory. They'll be talking. If you know something, you just you don't know how investigation works. You just sit down and cool your chest. But then that go to the film nursing, the film investigate, the film where people are saying why the police went to the people film. We add then, like we add police knowledge. I mean, we add lawyer present or other stuff. We get certain thing they call consent. Consent. Yeah, consent. We get it in on the investigation. Consent, meaning within our presence, right? Within our presence, you can ask the person for their phone without warrant during the investigation. Prior to, or before this identical incident happened, the first batch of people they investigated, right? The people came out and said they took their phone without warrant. So it's against the law. It's not against the law. I just want to make that clear, Nelson. It's not against the law. Anybody who know the criminal justice system is not against the law. You can take the phone from them within our period and search the phone. That's it. Now let's go to the main topic, Nelson.
So, Mama, all you just heard was not the main topic.
No, the main topic, Nelson. I'm just trying to make a basic statement. They call it consent. Y'all go check it out.
Let me read
it for you.
Listen,
Mama. You don't have to make it. Listen now, Nelson. No. Listen, I'm a time, man.
Okay, please go ahead.
Consent. If the person being interrogated, right? Voluntarily, you volunteer to interrogate a person, right? And
without the
consent to access their phone or text message, no warrant is required. You don't need no warrant, nothing to ask the person to go to the court to search the person.
Honestly, you don't have to go through all that stress.
No, Nelson, I gotta make it clear so we can understand what we're doing on radio and on social media. The investigation is taking a great path, meaning They're calling names, and the people carry on an investigation by going to places and asking people, going to places, meaning the restaurant, and asking. All they want nothing is a lead to the investigation.
Thank
right?
you.
It's a lead to the investigation. Before then, they were called, they were inviting, they were not there say, oh, you want to arrest Mr. Sibo. No, they were inviting, they were asking questions. So we shouldn't come here and put politics in the investigation. The investigation is clear. As long anybody who is included in the identical bringing of the capital building, look, let the police carry on their arrest and let all the perpetrators bring brought to justice. We shouldn't come here and sugarcoat it and say, and I'm hearing Vasco and George backing the seditions. Shouldn't let me resist arrest. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So it means that people can do this in our country as much you with any political party, you can do anything and go free. That's why that's the meeting. And when the police try to arrest you, you come up with a lot of people and protest. That is wrong. We're living in a country of law. If all these things be happening, let us come here with fact. Let us establish what going on in the entire investigation, and then we can understand what are we heading to. We shouldn't come here and say, "Oh, because this not happening, this won't happen. It's not right." Look, the guy get duty. The entire statement he made, right? The entire statement. Yeah, let me conclude. The entire statement that you read, right? It was on point, and all the things he gave me. The police put it down. At the end of the day, what happens? They will use it to go and carry out the investigation. If it is true, how the money was given, other one, it get the lead to the investigation. So we shouldn't come here and put it aside there and but people talking there, people acting like, oh, did it? No, we all want the best for Liberia. And then let the investigation be transparent, like we all said, but let it come with facts and evidence, and all the evidence, the phone, the text messages, the call, everything. Let it be brought to court. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much, Moba. Thanks a lot. Trokon, welcome to the show. You want to weigh in your thoughts? I don't know if you've been following the conversation. If not, then we can get you to come in later.
Yeah, let me start by greeting my brother Abraham. He's my senior
Okay,
brother.
so just before doing that, I want to get something coming through. Here. Just a quick one. Then you'll come in, Trokon. Let me play this video. This is the Inspector General of the Liberian National Police here on this investigation issue. This one.
Through the actions of our officers, and we take full 36,000, take full responsibility, can be that transparent and accountable on something that borders on our own integrity. That should tell you how far we're willing to go. This arson investigation is non-political. You cannot stand on a democratic process, get elected by the people, come in the people's house and refuse to answer when something goes wrong in their house. It's not for you, it is for the people who empowered you. And those who are calling on constituents to protest when they're called here, I will advise the constituents to please respect the process. I know they are peace-loving citizens. Please, these people did not act in your interest. They did not act in your authority. Let them come here and answer for themselves, and come they will. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so there you have it. The Inspector General of the Liberian National Police there. Those wanting to protest, those calling on people to protest, the Liberian people should know that whoever did carry on the act at the Capitol building did not do it in your interest, so avoid any form of protestation. But let's hear your take on this issue, Trokon, and then we'll complete the 30 seconds around the table and go to the phone lines.
Okay, so I listened to a lot of unwarranted attack on the CDC, and I'm not too sure whether there have been any forensic or whatever investigation conducted that squarely pointed fingers to actors within the CDC. Because from the way in which the conversation is moving, everyone from the other side, including my own senior brother from Soup Abraham, sounds like it is someone from the CDC who went and burned down the Capitol building. But one thing I want my brothers to understand is that our law is structured in a way such that it is not what you think, but rather what you can prove. And it is unfortunate and a bit shameful to see all of us sitting over here and behaving like we are not cognizant of the fact that political manipulation is common in Liberia, wherein if Choko is working as a minister and maybe Sandy is trying to take my position, they can probably plant a girl on me or plant someone on me in the office and try to malign my character just because they are wanting to get my position. That is clear all over Liberia. So why are we pretending that we are not okay or we don't understand what is happening in Liberia? I 100% support the statement of Janga Ko. He was 100% correct. And Janga Ko spoke in context. What he said, there have been a pattern. The pattern is the CDC have been targeted by this government. We had a ranking member of our party who was democratically elected speaker in the Unity Party because they were uncomfortable working with this guy because he was going to hold their feet close to the fire. They went and illegally removed him from the speakership. There have been several patterns. There was a demonstration.
So what happened to the CDC lawmakers who were involved with the process, Chokan?
I come at you. Just let me get to that point. I'm going to get there. I'm just trying to tell you that there have been a long pattern of the CDC being targeted, and that leads to whatever investigation. There is a huge possibility, and you guys can also take that as a hypothesis. There's a possibility that the guys who were arrested, they were manipulated. Under which pretense did they provide those statements that we're talking about? Have we thought about it? Were they home and they called 911 and told the police that, oh, I have a statement to present on this issue? Or were they in jail? People threatened to subdemonize them or do something wrong to them, and then they just said it on a do it. So I think, let me just conclude on this. I support the statement of Chairman Janga Ko, and I think what he said was the right thing. It is illegal for people to be targeted. And it is no wrong. Even if a police officer is doing the wrong thing, as a citizen, you can resist whatever he's trying to do. That is why we have citizen arrest. So if a police trying to illegally arrest a CDC lawmaker, there is nothing wrong with a group of people going to resist the action of that police or group of police officers. And that is what the chairman said. And I stand by 800% because it is legal and our constitution support 800%. The law doesn't in any way suggest that because you're a police officer and if you are venturing in a path of illegality, we the people we should sit down and buy or genuflect to you because you're a police officer. No. We should be able to resist you and be able to correct the illegal act that you're trying to carry on. And like the chairman said, if our lawmakers and our people from the CDC will be targeted illegally, we the citizens and we the Liberian people, we are going to go for them. We are going to make sure.
I want you to take one. The Cedicians or the Liberian people?
The Cedicians are also Liberian people. They are not for Germany.
Okay, yeah, I like that. Chokon, you just said that it's a good thing to resist. Is this something you will love to see as a party in Liberia where law enforcers would be resisted? Law enforcement would be resisted?
Oh, if the law enforcement are doing the wrong thing, I think it will be one of the best days in my life to see them being resisted, because I want to see us having a dignified police, or police that will stand by the law, and that police who will be manipulated by our petty politics in Liberia. And I think that is the background that Chairman Janga Ko spoke from.
And then finally, what do you make of the testimony, the narration from one of the suspects, linking District 16 lawmaker Dixon Sibo to the fire situation, that he gave them $100 to set the place ablaze?
You know, it will be 100% subjective for me to question the guy's statement and for me to say whether the guy gave the $100 or not. What I think we should be doing right now, that guy's statement should be held tentatively. It's not even something that we should be discussing on this platform. That statement should be held tentatively. The police should use that and conduct additional investigation, because I think our police should be sophisticated in a way such that whether person A, B, or C says it was Chokon who gave me $5 or $10, the police should go above whatever information was provided them, go and generate additional evidence. I think the police also have a forensic department. What is the forensic department doing? What are they now going at the Capitol building to get hair screen and additional information about those who committed the act? How sure are we that those people who they are getting statement from they are the actual doer of the act, number one. Number two, how sure are we that the statement that they are providing, they are not providing those statements based on whatever manipulation? Liberia is one of the poorest countries in the world. People are poor. Why if the United Party gave them money to malign somebody's character? So I'm not saying that the person is lying or not, but I think we should allow the law to take a course and let's see how far it will go. But again, just to conclude, if the CDC lawmakers will be illegally targeted, the Liberian people will go after anyone who will illegally target sedition in Liberia because it is 100% wrong and our law doesn't support it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I don't want to choke on one question, please.
That's it. I already say you. I already say you. I say you the recording.
Guys. Yeah, you will do that if you want to take your 30 seconds to ask questions.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You can
Yeah,
tell me.
no,
One
yeah, I want us to really. Okay, go ahead. Ask your question.
So, are you talking about evidence? I agree. Forensic is also part of the investigation. I'm much we don't to that standard. But I want to ask you this question, right? If the people who investigating the case, right, they go to the phone and get up text messages, recordings, and other stuff on the phone that are linked to the investigation, that link to the entire branding of the capital, how will you call that evidence? Let me just ask you if you want to answer. How will you call that evidence?
So if there's an
evidence,
can I just answer your question, Chief?
In the court?
Okay, Chief. So if the police generate evidence that point to Joseph Boakai and the vice president giving young people money to lie on the CDC, then the law should take a course.
They're not answering my question. That's not my question. I'm asking you.
Okay, all right, fine, but he's not going to answer the question.
You don't know true.
He's not going to answer the question.
I'm asking questions based on evidence. Thank you. Based on evidence.
Mama, the brother has no intention of answering your question, brother. So let's move on.
That's good. That's it. Then they are defeated right there.
Thank you. My 30 seconds, please.
Yeah, take your 30 seconds quickly.
Look, my brother Turcon is a well-learned man. He came here to intentionally misuse a word. And I believe he knows the definition, but he intentionally misused citizen arrest. Citizen arrest, Turcon, is not when law enforcement coming to you to arrest somebody, then the citizen resists. That's not what they call citizen arrest. Citizen arrest is when private individual like Sandy see that Turcon is stealing chicken in my community. I go and arrest Turcon. That's citizen arrest. That's not when Turcon commit a crime or allegedly commit a crime. Police officer coming, then Turcon and other people say, let's stop the police. That's not citizen arrest.
Yeah, a lot of misinformation Turcon is providing.
You misuse that phrase intentionally. Also, Turcon, it is illegal in our country, under our constitution, for citizens to resist legal arrest of any citizen within our jurisdiction. It is illegal. Yeah, what you can do, Turcon, what you can do is that when you are arrested, you have your day in court. You allow the system to play. You go to court and defend yourself.
Thank you.
So don't come here, my brother, and use political rhetoric. Take him by 10 seconds. April, continue to eat by 10 seconds. So borrow 10 seconds for him and give it to me. Thank you.
2 minutes, you want to send me?
Just go ahead.
Let me go ahead. But look, guys, let's be frank here. Like I said, this is in the interest of all of us, all Liberians, right? If we should continue on this trend, that every investigation should be sort of like looked at as a witch hunt, then where are we going as a country? Where are we going as a country? Right? So look, I totally agree. I am not for any sort of situation where someone will be illegally haunted. No, I don't stand for that. And I'm definitely not going to support anything that suggests that, there's a witch hunt or something like that. But to be quite honest, bro, if you talk about witch hunt, citizens should not even be the one trying to be proponent of support of not supporting witch hunt. Bro, you guys just did it in the last 6 years. Y'all witch hunted everything and everybody that dare went against y'all or did not vote for y'all. It happened, right? You wish on that cabinet, Johnny, right? You wish on the cabinet. Come on, man. Let be factual here. All right. So if you wish on that cabinet, Johnny, right? Because he did not go away, or he wanted to actually go deep down into the fact that there was some irregularity in the elections. That was on the basis of that he was wish wanted. So we should not sit there and be like, oh, all this government energy is being applied to wish on seditions. That is not the point. And you people are really, really driving on a very, very bad road when you try to do that. It is not good, right? Let all of us come together. The Capitol building was actually set ablaze. And let all of us, it should be bipartisan approach on this, all right? Let's get to the bottom line. Who did this thing? Perpetrator should be held accountable. That's it. Thank you.
Toure, thanks a lot. Let's take Charles on this one. Yeah, 30 seconds.
Thank you, Nelson. Thank you. To my brother Chokon, you know, it's good that you came on this platform with a lot of mis and disinformation to the public, and it is good that at least some of us, we are here to give you some of the clarity. Like my brother Sandy said, citizen arrest is completely different. I want to just leave it at that. And you talk about
defund citizen arrest.
Yeah, you talk about yes, you're going to resist arrest. The first thing, the government is not asking to arrest you guys yet. They are inviting. Invitation is different from arrest. There's two different things right there. I think we are messing up on something here, Chokon. We are messing up on something. We need to check.
Okay, clarify.
So hold on. Hold your peace. Your brother was here talking about deductive reasoning, and so let provide some education very quickly.
You just dive into definitional deficit.
No, wait. Can you hold on? Can you hold on?
Chokon, let's give our brother his time.
I understand the tactics. I understand the tactics, and so I'm not going to dive into that. I'm not going that way with you, and so like I said, arrest is different from invite. When the police is inviting you, it's based on information that they received that probably you are linked to an act. They invite you to provide clarity. And so if the police is inviting you and you're telling the police, no, you're not coming, then they go to the next step. So nobody is telling you that they're arresting people in the first place. Nobody is telling you that they're arresting people. So if you come, it's good. Provide whatever information you can provide with whatever sedition knowledge, but you cannot fool certain people on this platform. And I want to hold you. People are listening to you. They are already analyzed and critique you already, and based on what you just spit out.
Let's take Josh with his 30 seconds quickly.
No, Nelson. Josh already spoke. I don't want to begging for 30 seconds.
We're gonna come to you next. We're gonna come to you, family.
Formula, when you reduce the Pangana oil, they will give you more time. You see.
Where are you coming from, Pangana oil, man? Josh, please go ahead.
Got problem.
I don't know why they make cruise. I know that cruise. Go ahead.
Look, guys. I just want to thank my brother Chokon for coming, because at least my name is resting in the comment section now. So Chokon, you're the next target. The thing is that, Nelson, I was really emotional just now. And I'm very sorry to the audience, and even my colleagues here, because it is so bad when you know there's injustice, or when you feel in yourself.
So you take back everything you said. You take back everything you just said.
I did not. No, I am not. I said just talking about the way I expressed it.
You said you were emotional.
Yeah, Nelson, I am not taking back a word that I said. I'm just
but then what's the essence of apologizing, Josh?
Nelson, as an intelligent person and as a professional, when you know that maybe your temperament, right, in a given situation exceeded what you thought or what you would rather give, you know what I mean? You also, and apologize for that. So that's what I'm just saying, that I was very emotional, because I just sense the injustice that is happening in Liberia. And I feel that it is very unjust for any Liberian or any living person to experience such thing. And I think
You
we
apologize
as
for
Liberians,
injustices in Liberia, or you apologize for words that you use on this platform today.
my friend and brother, yeah, my 30 second, you want to take my 30 second away. So the thing is that, guys, this government has to do better. We know that this fire took place. I was in Liberia when it took place. I was at my house and I was shocked as well. And few days after that, another fire got at the same place. This government is saying the first one that blazed the whole place up, it was caused by hooligans. But the one that took place, I don't know, few days after that was electrical shock. And I'm here, my mind is blown. I'm like, oh my God.
Thank you.
Here. We move from there. Then the next day, the same fire happened. But the first fire that happened, that different people do it. They want no. That water enter the socket. Water enter the socket. That one cause the other fire. That one a fire, but no, that people cause it. You know, guess what? We have to be serious, Nelson. And it's so pathetic that our brothers are here because they supported this government. Everything that the government does is right. It's wrong. And you cannot target people like
we
that.
are seriously pressed with time. I see a lot of people already started
Well,
calling.
Lord, we are not giving this government blank check. I can tell you that much, brother.
We are going to
That's
take
what you are
10
doing, my brother. That's what you are doing because you did not create any doubt. You did not create any doubt around this.
I'm not in the business of giving out blank check.
Guys. Let's take
investigation based on evidence.
Let's take Famole and then Vasco take us to the phone lines. Let's take Famole and then Vasco take us to the phone lines.
Thank you very much, Nelson. I've been begging to get 30 seconds, but finally, for my brother Josh, thank you. I'm not dehydrated, so you're not from my lip dry. Sorry for that. Okay, quickly. You know, they say when the mind is enslaved, the body is never free.
Mm-hmm.
You see, this brain that we carry, that is the reason why we instance the brain is at the center. That's why we call it the central nervous system. It begins from the brain and the spinal cord. The brain controls the entire body. The brain will get up here when people misuse the brain. It becomes an embarrassment. So when you see people, if George can present an evidence on the particular platform that the president said that his capital was burned by hooligan, I will recuse myself. I will never appear on your show again. If George, why would people always want to lie on people? Simply because to score political.
So you want us to bring the tip?
Bring the tip that the president said, quoting him. Quoting him.
Man, no, take it easy. Take it easy. Take it back. Take it back.
Take it back. Take it back.
Take it back. Nobody laughing now, right?
Take it back. We get the doctor reasoning here. We get the doctor reasoning here. Take it back.
Listen, guys.
One second. So you mean Famole? After you made the comments, your own man who supported you on the show telling you to take your own comments back.
No, look, I'm not a weakling. I've listened to the tape. I listened to it more than 100 times. That's what I'm saying. If the president emphatically said that this house got it or was burned by hooligans, and those hooligans you are talking about, you are saying they are sedition, I recuse myself.
Actually, God did not allow the brother to see and insult himself. God did not allow him
Ture, that's what I'm saying. You gave people blank check, Ture. You stop backing what he's saying. Even though you try to twist his own words. Come on, man.
Vasco, you want to come in quickly?
Wait a minute. Let me finish my 20 seconds. My 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
No, because I kept being interrupted by some guys. That's their nature. They're always interrupting people. So, look,
where do you want to start from?
Chokon is a brilliant young guy, but sometimes they say when you go to church late, it is bad for you to raise unnecessary song. because you are not, maybe you are the choir have already sang that song. So Chokon came to this platform very late and he just raising unnecessary thing. You cannot bring all citizen arrest when the police they are carrying on an investigation. And I don't know which yardstick or which criteria are you using to consider that arrest to be illegal. I don't know what are you using to call it illegal. And everything in Liberia, we think it is targeted to a specific individual. But when a crime such as arson is committed in a country, the government can go all out to make sure and bring perpetrator to book.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
we are not going to back down on this. In CDC, you can do all your scare tactic or not. The government will pursue the case and all those who will be available. You're lucky that brother, that gullible country. Before all that
thank you for your input. Guys, we really have to go to the phone lines. I have someone queued in already. So Vasco, you can take 30 seconds quickly, Vasco.
Thank you, Nelson. Although you're not doing me justice tonight, I just said your recording to play that recording too, since we discussed the fire issue. Because the same guys that every one of you talking about, those same guys, they are in that recording, telling you how the police forcing them to act. So I said
Vasco, where is
to
the
you.
recording sent to me?
And that's why you play the recording, you got time to explain it too.
I sent it to you.
Listen to one side.
Okay,
because
so
they see police. Remember, get chance. They see police stop recording to the courthouse to play it, and every one of you people here believe that recording, trying to hold other people accountable. Now I seen it on recording. Now the same guys today that the police say that they arrested, those guys, they are in a recording telling you, if I had the police torturing them to call people name, to accuse people falsely. But I say the recording, you don't want to play it. And I want to take you guys back, Nelson. The executive marshal and the Capitol building.
But Nelson should play it.
The first. No, listen. The executive marshal under Mana Salif, they sing Unity Party. That's building got burned. Mana Salif now went over there until 12 years finished. They burned that building. But based that woman, she's not the kind of a leader that would just accuse people falsely. That building, they carry all kinds of investigation. Up to today, we don't even know who burned that building or whether it was electrical fault. Today, it happened with the Capitol building. The first thing that came from the president, he went there and accused a group of people. If I call it, he already said the building was burned by hooligans. That the first
so I'm making a big group of people now. See that hooligan?
After that statement, some of y'all, law, I don't know. After that statement from the president, who are those that have been implicated in this whole incident? They are not CDC lawmakers. That who you not see the collect men that said they burying here. He was crying here. The lawmaker that cry. He said, we're not expecting the level, the kind of damage they fire there to the building. We're not expecting that kind of fire. But the police didn't do anything to them. And like my brother said, I support the statement. Most of you didn't understand what Janga said. Janga never told you that he will resist. Janga simply tried to tell the police, if you come after our lawmaker, you will arrest every one of us. That is quite different from we will resist the arrest. You come for me, you will carry John, you will carry Paul, you take all of us and get out to the police station.
But I get what.
We will not resist you.
You're looking at Uganda, now Pop Kigami. Then you're going to know whether Janga can stand what I told that thing.
Yeah, man, you see, anyway, you're part of the Unity Party, so you guys are the ones that don't respect the rule of law.
Well, thank
so
you.
You're just going our country to go in free.
Well, Vasco, thank you. Thank you, Vasco.
People doing investigation on
that's why
evidence.
We will have to go to the phone line.
Investigation is carrying based on evidence.
But you pass that line, you don't know nothing about investigation.
We have to go to the phone line.
And recording in a while.
055.
Go use a recording like evidence you're using code to doubt somebody.
How about the text message?
So let's take some calls. Let's begin with this person. Hello, where you call from?
Vasco.
But listen to the caller.
Please
Can't
listen
talk,
to
you
the
know, talk
callers
about
now,
friend,
guys.
friend, friend,
Let's
friend. Just
give our
talk
callers some time to express themselves. This person, hello, please go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Al Rahim, and I join you from Demonic.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
You know, Nelson is very frustrating. The police director is not complying to this investigation. The reason why citizens are coming to attack the investigation because it was not transparent. The first thing, in honor policing, they got protected patrol and apprehensive patrol. So, to avoid the crime from happening, that's why police or security personnel were placed at the Capitol building. So there is an internal involvement. That means the evidence suggested that the fire started within or outside. But if the fire started from within the Capitol building, then there are internal actors. That means the police allow unlawful, unauthorized individual to enter the building. So the first thing that could raise the Liberian people concern was that the police director was supposed to have the first suspect was the security guys that were on the ground of the Capitol building. Then we go to the majority black guy. What is the Jean Colette statement? It involved him. There's a premium fancy. There's a couple delightee. Because he spoke like it was accessory before the fight or accessory after the fight. That's why involvement is supposed to be that not only the CDC lawmaker. So when you, every representative that were there, they have office staff, those kind of investigation, just giving me to run up. There was a time in the port. Trocon know me very well. They call me Al Rahim for Kings FM. And besides, I'm a police by profession. I'm a professional police, not incapacity.
Yeah, but we press with time now, Chief. So that's
okay, no problem.
Yeah.
So you see, the police director is not complying to the investigation. He's not so let the fire service director speak.
We look forward to hosting you on the show anytime. Once you have time, just reach out, let us know. We can bring you on. You have ample time to express yourself, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I'll get contact with. Okay.
Yeah. So let's take another person here. Hello, your name and where you call from? Hello.
Hello, Nelson. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Mama. Let's hear you.
Okay, man. I'm calling from Texas.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what happened?
No.
You poor young people. You poor young people. You people should not join the old people to divide Liberia. Already, Liberia is divided. You people should not join the people to divide Liberia. What place in this world that a place to buy and they will focus on one a group of people? The chairs that left and then I went to the statue hall before the house got on fire. When the chairs that they used at the city hall now, the speakers' chairs, they were there.
According to the people, when they when the chairs were removed previously, that's how that major chair, when they bought their own chairs and they were using it, the main chair for the presiding, where the speaker and the deputy speaker can sit in, they took it from in the chambers, the joint chambers, and they carried it down in the basement. That's where they will keep it, just as they were removing all the other chairs that they bought. That's according to them.
According to them. All right. The first suspect for that place at the security were deployed there for 24 hours. Security deployed there so the minority will not go there. Where were they? And somebody passed to go in the place. The security, 24 hours security there. My nephew who was there said 24 hours security. You go 8 o'clock the day, you go 7 o'clock the day, you go 6 o'clock the day. Where were they? And the person passed. Okay. Then the place got blind. Instead of calling all the legislatures, all of them, the representatives, should ask, they're focusing on the minority. Why somebody should think like that? That the group that the other people name. One must think like that.
Thank you.
The blackers, what must he think like that? That these greedy people, look, me, I keep saying, that recording in here, there's a man here in Texas, his nephew, The boss said the police torture them. They say they should lie. They will get their job.
All right.
The recording here. I will tell the man to cancel and play. They send a recording here. They told the boss. I will tell them. I won't call him. I get your number, Nana. He's a big man. They send a recording. The boss said he sent it to his uncle. He said that people say they should lie. They will get their job. They will get their money. They should lie on Safoko, they should lie on Disensible, they should even lie on my representative and the speaker. They should lie on this, but they will get a job.
Already show your bias.
That one, I'm telling you now, I was meant tomorrow, I will call him. He will come. Thank you.
Yeah, because we got
Nancy, I have a quarter, man, please.
We can. So Vasco. Just
I'm not taking no caller from you, Vasco.
I have a caller, please, man. I'm a first time.
Vasco, let that caller hold on a bit. Let's squeeze this person.
But man, take more from la bro, Nelson man.
Yeah, hello, go ahead. You're live.
You say my hold on small. You put it on. They got it. They been on this show. We pause myself.
We are not hearing anything, Nelson.
Nelson, are you there? Nelson?
I'd like for you to, things that we would avoid confusion in this.
Thank you.
And on the other hand, I listen to Choko. You cannot sit on national or international platform to, incite citizens. What Jangako said, it was very insightful. So I want to say, Choko, you should refrain from that. Now, many sound-minded people are listening to the platform. You don't just jump on and incite people because other gullible people, they are listening. They are just waiting for other things and they don't know the implication. Thank you.
Let's hold you there and take another person. We'll take okay. So Vasco, bring in your caller quickly.
I put in
on the line. Just hold on. Let's take Vasco's call.
Yeah. You on? Eben.
Okay, so my suggestion
Can you put the phone speaker?
I would suggest
call your name.
My name is
Vasco. Can you put the phone on speaker?
I would suggest that the government bring international partners to.
Vasco, we're not hearing that person well.
No, we are
one-sided. It's very much one-sided. You can't do an investigation like that. You have to do it in a way that it will be balanced. But everything is only about the minority black. You have not, all of you on this panel can attest to it. There is not a day that you see any majority black lawmaker going to the police station. So you definitely know where they are heading with this whole thing. So in order to make our country peaceful, I would suggest that they bring in an international investigator to settle this thing down because the minority of black people would not want to accept anything that they already know that is being foul play. So that's just my suggestion. I think Spoon should be able to emphasize that a lot on the show because the police have already they are already operating in a way that is not going right. So they need to change the whole style of investigating, get international. If you get the people even from America, Ghana, Nigeria, right over there, bring someone in that will be neutral.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Iman. Thank you.
Let's hold you there. We'll take Emmy next, but I have a caller here on the line. Hello.
Nothing.
Hello, Mr. Nike.
Yeah.
For these people.
How you doing?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much for the show. Phone have become the most educated.
Come again?
I say phones have become the most educated stations on the people that can think sound.
I'm struggling to really get you, but go ahead.
All right. The topic under discussion here my brother, I want to ask. This particular house we are talking about, the House of Representatives, is this house have a security apparatus?
Security apparatus?
Yes, security apparatus that taking care of it.
Yeah, they have security at the legislature. They have the Senate security.
So this security, they are not part of any investigation.
No, some of the security, especially those who were on shift that night, some of them spent some time behind bars. They were investigated. I know a few of them personally who were investigated.
And what was the outcome of that?
No, I can't tell you. I can't tell you the outcome because I wasn't part of the process.
When it starts from the CEO up to the time that you will end, I can close my radio, but I have not heard anything of that. What was the outcome of that particular investigation?
Okay, thank you, sir. I can't say what the outcome was because I am not part of the team or the joint security investigating them. I wasn't there when they were being investigated, but I bumped into one of them who had just left the custody of the security. They had just left police station for a couple of days. I bumped into him. And he gave his side of the story. He said they were behind bars. They were being investigated. 2 other persons, same thing. So that's what I know about it. Nothing beyond that, sir. But thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for your input. Let's take Emmy. Emmy is trying to make an input. Hello, Emmy, go ahead. You're live.
Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Thank you for taking my call. Yes, I was sitting watching you guys. Someone from my center basketball game, but I had a call after my Anna. I beloved my Anna after she dropped the phone. I just had a call. So I'm glad she said that young people shouldn't get yourself involved in it. That Liberians' problem are the old people from their old days. And some of the old people that are still alive, they're still pushing it. Okay, my Anna said on the phone, it said all these things. Somebody said it was said that because they were getting jobs. And something. I thought investigation is supposed to be about facts and evidence. All Liberians, nobody care about what happened to the Capitol doing that. Oh, why they got to investigate minority and not the majority? And just that, who cares? What kind of majority or what kind of minority? Whoever the investigation points to. I thought we all supposed to be wanting, answers about what happened to the Capitol building. But people sitting here playing politics, my lawmaker, why they gotta do that to my lawmaker? Why they gotta do that to my... And they come on the show and sit there, pretending, acting like they making a case for the Liberian people, that Liberian suffering, when all they care about it's just individuals. That's all they care about. They don't care about what happened to the country. They don't care about what... And it's not just CDC, the UP, the agency, everybody in Liberia take care about political.
I want to hold you there, Emmy. I want to hold you there.
Somebody as old as to come here and be sunny like that. I'm sorry, Anna, but I just have to say I'm troubled. Seriously.
Thank you, Emmy. You are a caller tonight. You're not a panelist, so thank you. That's what you. Yeah, so I think we'll hold it at that. I see a lot of calls coming in through all of our lines, but time is not much on our side. Yeah, time is. I see our brother Mikael. Mikael is trying to come on, but studio is full now. Okay, so his phone is away somehow. Welcome to the show. But let's do our closing, guys. We can start with Vasco, and then we just go around the table. But let's take 1 minute each to do our closing because we are seriously out of time. Yeah,
Nancy, thank you. I think the callers, they said everything. The same thing we've been saying here. You don't carry on investigation like this, Nelson. This is so glaring that you try to attack one group of people. Yeah. It is not only the citizen lawmaker in Capitol building. No lawmaker were in that building on that day. So if you want to hold people responsible, every one of them have officers down there too. You need to start calling everyone in there for questioning. Now, for me, I'm not a security man, but I can say it clearly. The prime suspect of that whole thing there should be Gregory Como and his men. Because they were taking care of that building. And the next person is Colette. That said, he didn't expect the kind of fire that he saw. These are the people the police should have collected and they be interrogating them right now. Instead of you passing around looking for people all who are paying them money to go and lie on people. They think they're glaring. You're making our country that look like a laughing stock. This is not a small issue. We know your pattern. Your brain the executive marshal before, now your brain the Capitol building. So everybody know you. So it's not strange. But you just gotta be careful because the way you guys trying to take the country is already divided. You want to divide this country more. We gotta be very careful. To the air when I was saying we should be preaching the right thing for our police to do the right thing. Police is not a partisan group. The police should be there for everybody. Don't take side. And this is the thing that you people doing. And we will not sit now and look at you people taking our country in this manner. We will fight back. Sedition, we will fight back. And we're telling you, we will not sit down. Thank you, Nelson.
Yeah,
Boy, you want to go in?
Trogon is next.
No, Boy, you just came. He wanted Boy to say to close up, and then we can go to Trogon and then follow the party.
All right, guys. Now you the moderator, huh?
It's been a little while.
I still have it.
You know,
sure,
man. My man, let me go. My brother, Vasco.
Mika, you want to do your closing? Are you going now?
I sure will. The reason I joined tonight is just some, listening to you guys are driving home, and you guys were discussing the whole Capitol building thing, and it kind of, catch my eyes, and I just want to join in and make a little comment about it. Well, sometimes, we Liberians, but first of all, thank you guys. Thank you for keeping the show up. And that's it. Thank you. Every time we run around, come here, you always bring it on to make a point for our country. Some of us live out here, but Liberia is the only country we have that ownership. We have ownership to, and I'm talking about birthright and all that. So it is our due responsibility to make sure we do the right thing for our country and for our people. So having said that, there are a couple of things that have been going on since that Capitol building thing happened. First of all, when that thing happened, one of our ready heartbreaking, and I made some comment even in my little chat room with my friends, and I'm already emotional about that. But at the end of the day, we gotta look at the bigger pictures. Vasco, I heard you talking about physician and all that. They have nothing to do with party. Everything had to be, or had to, do with Liberia as a country and we as a people. They have nothing to do with whether it's sedition, whether you UP, wherever party line you come from. Let's look at it as Liberian. Because for one fact, no matter where you come from or where you got going on, this was not the right thing to ever do. To bring the only, Capitol building that where our legislature go, to bring it down for Liberia again, to go by spending money that we don't even have. That we got all hospitals around the country, being people dying to even get to the hospital, they can't even get there, for us to be going ahead bringing our Capitol building. I don't even know what rationale behind that. I don't even know who individually or person can be so hurt to even take matter into your hand that far. When everybody's sitting there, they've been paid taxpayer money and they're taking this for granted. But what I want to say is, let's forget party line, let's forget individual name. Let the police do their job. Because this police people being paid with taxpayer money. We should not take that job lightly. You understand? And when I look out on our B platform, the spoon to the B platform, you get many as Carlos Gray sitting down there discussing national issues. When
Yeah,
he
so
was one of those
let's discuss our own.
no, because that's
Yeah, you know you're not ready to count
gotta
this
be
shit.
serious. Bro, don't call me up, bro. I don't even want to show, bro. Let me just finish my point. Don't call me up. But no, that's it. Don't say
Megan, we just all
CDC or they're not CDC. That's for police to do their job. When you are talking, nobody made noise.
Vasco protect the comment. Vasco protect the man.
But like now, you understand? You making reference to CDC and to this pricing for the you basing the whole thing on party line. But just let the police people who been paid with Labrador for tax money do their job. You understand? Whether right or wrong, we got a whole justice department in our country that they will come up with a founding. When police doing nothing, then they just put party effort together. When they carry to the court will decide who is in the right, who is in the wrong. You're not the court, the police not the court either. You understand?
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, that's it, my brother. We can't even talk long.
You came to church late, then you want to raise loud song. In fact, you didn't even practice. Then you want your voice to be all the people.
And he want dance too.
Yeah, but so I think it'll be too heavy, bro.
Yeah, guys. So Charles, you want to do your closing?
Yes. Again, it was a nice and a beautiful show. Was a wonderful exchange. Again, let me say to our people in Liberia and around the world, the attack on our capital was wrong, and we need to investigate it thoroughly. My problem comes in when people talking about yes, I support the independent team to investigate, but if we are calling for an independent team, who is in charge to call for this independent team? Is the same government. And so it sounds somehow confused to me, because if you refuse for these people to investigate you want them to call outside investigator team to come and investigate the situation, that is simple going to call them. The simple can tell them, say, oh, if I don't believe in the project, it's going to be the same thing anyways. And so at this point, it is wrong for someone to just get up from their bed, from whatever area, and just go and pour fire on our capital. It's wrong. And so we should not in any way come on this platform and support violence in our country. Knowing from where we came to where we are today, to be on this platform, the Vasco said we will sweat with our blood and sweat. It's sad. It's sad. We cannot be saying that. We cannot be saying these things on this platform. Instead of us talking peace, promoting the rule of law, even though this government is violating it so badly, but we cannot still be here and be telling people, say, yeah, we're going to support violence and support this and support that. And so to the statement of Chairman Janga, again, like I said, it was very elementary. And I think, the problem with CDC, I think they have a very good, party. It's just the approach to national issues is completely, disorganized. And I think they need to go back to the drawing board and rephrase it. Thank you very much.
Leave us alone. I have business.
Just before, they may have asking you to advise on that. But just before I come back for us to do to the next person, I want to read the narration from this gentleman today, because this has been the center of our discussion.
Again?
I want to finally read this thing as we do our closing. It's very important.
Which one is the statement on nursing?
No, the guy who confessed. The guy who confessed today.
I said, what's that thing that CDC will be bringing in?
I think it's unfair for you to keep doing that, man. I think it's unfair to the investigation. They are saying you can't be doing that. You can't be
discussing the thing. You that thing you say, other thing you say.
I got a reason why I'm saying that.
Yeah.
But
let's see how the recording you can be playing now.
Amplifying that.
The man is reading out of a report.
Why I'm reading here, already out there. It's in the press. It's in the newspapers.
In the
It's
public
everywhere.
already.
The
So,
witness,
but
the
what he's reading, too,
narration.
it doesn't mean it's facts. What he's reading there doesn't mean it's facts. It's somebody's opinion, you know.
Because
So
guys, no,
Let
guys,
Nelson go ahead.
let's think about the time. Everybody will have that time. Good thing is that almost all of you're yet to close. So that's why I'm reading this thing. You have your time. You take your 1 minute and just make your point on this. But the reason why I thought to read this is because this has been the center point of our discussion. This is the one of the two suspects that was taken to court. This is his narration. This is what he's saying about the Capitol building fire situation. Right. And that's why it's important for me to read it again, especially for our audience, for the people just joining us. And so I want to read this. This report was filed in by our judicial correspondent. It's all out there in the press as well, because there were other media houses who had representatives there. So, suspect Kelvin Barr has informed police investigators that Montserrado County District 16 Representative Dixon Siebel allegedly facilitated their plans to burn down the Capitol building.
Yeah.
Kelvin Barr, alias Kabar, narrated that prior to December 10, 2024, John Yanti and an unidentified associate asked him to come at the Capitol building on December 10, 2024 to meet with Honorable Dixon W. Siebel. On that day, he left New Crew Town and went to the Capitol building, but was stopped by an officer of the Liberian National Police. According to defendant Calvin Vard, he and his friend remained around the Capitol building until the compound was cleared. Then John Yanti took them to meet with Honorable Dixon Siebel in his office. During the meeting, they told Honorable Siebel that they were hungry, prompting him to give money to one of his office staff to buy food for them at the Senate restaurant. After eating, they asked Honorable Siebel for transportation to return to New Crew Town. Defendant Calvin Barr alleged that Honorable Siebel gave John Yanti 100 United States dollars, which Yanti divided, gave each of them 1,300 Liberian dollars. That's transportation. On his way home, John Yanti called Barr back to the Capitol building and gave him 200 Liberian dollars to buy a small bottle of gasoline, which he did before returning home. This was on the 10th. Regarding the December 18, 2024 arson attack, defendant Calvin Barr stated that on December 17, 2024, the day of the Capitol building protest at 10:45 p.m., Tyrese Jerry Poker called him, saying Honorable Dixon Siebel wanted to see them at the Capitol building. They arrived, but did not see Honorable Dixon Siebel in person. Instead, they met John Yanti, Amos Kofa, and a gentleman from Councilor Kofa's office. Defendant Calvin Barr claimed that following John Yanti and the security guard's request, Tyrese Jerry Poker stated that if they wanted to burn the Capitol building, they should bring money. According to defendant Calvin Barr, the final paragraph, upon their request, John Yanti placed a call to Honorable Dixon Siebel saying they needed money to execute the operations. Yanti had the phone on speaker, and Barr overheard Honorable Dixon Siebel say he was sending the money with his security guards. And the final one says, defendant Calvin Barr revealed that after the call ended, a white pickup truck arrived, and John Yanti walked to the car along with Honorable Dixon Siebel's bodyguard, Amos Kofa, and Amos Kofa. According to Barr, Yanti and Kofa gave him and Tyrese 100 United States dollars. Now,
I think it's fair enough, because Chokon is complaining. It is fair enough that you play the video that Vasco sent you. on this platform.
Okay.
The fact that you have
Yeah,
read
yeah.
this thing, please play that
Pastor
video.
sent the video. And yes, you're right. Let me try to find
Please
the
play that video, please.
What the video about? I mean, the
let
guy
me
is
let
The
me
video is
find
about the same situation. It's about the same thing. So it's fair enough that he played the video. Please.
Okay, so it's very important we do that. We already out of time, but let me just do this quickly.
Does that satisfy you?
But
Choko,
Nelson, you finish reading everything? You finish with that whole thing, you finish reading there?
Yeah, the whole thing there.
Go by somebody.
People can carry out reading CDC, UP, all that.
Okay, so guys,
they met before the 10. Then they met at 17 to discuss again. And when the fire took place, be serious.
They put a weapon on the table. They came on top. You thought we do what do you also what already do.
Let me start the thing.
Then they
What am I gonna do it? My man,
yeah. We show you up photo then off. I would know the people must say that people then. So on the tension myself, I just saying yeah, I'll do it, but you pull that when you see my to talk everything that I'm not going to see. So the first time I go, I'm myself because I'm over 8. Nobody arrest me. You see what for me? You see what all of them doing this here.
Yeah.
I'm number 8. That's something the first time I'm number 8.
So now Kisibo said call you. Say you must go to the station.
Yeah, like Kisibo,
yeah.
Yeah. I didn't want lion put in me. I didn't have money.
Okay. They carry you that they said call you, so you went there. You know that they arrested you.
Yeah.
You went there, then how they put you in jail.
Yeah, they've been lying on me, say I'm going away. All of them say I'm going away. I said, but I'm doing nothing, I'm going away. I kept running away.
Okay.
So now they come into the decision, I'll go there. So but I know nothing about it, I'll run away. So second come to me. Come to me. All of them come to this morning, I kept running away. I know nothing about it, so I kept running away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now when they carry on, they start forcing you to lie on people.
Yeah.
Okay.
They start beating and beating Kaba, or I mean they carry.
Yeah. They start beating Kaba, then Kaba, you just agree to what they tell you to say now.
Yeah, that is what the anti-government in the office for my all the anti-government say a video of me like what I was saying. But I don't know nothing about it that you say I have to say.
Okay.
All the anti-government what is saying.
Okay. All right.
Hi, girl. What's your name? On Instagram.
Take your time.
Bro, their video clear. No, this is where they want a real setup video. I mean, come on now. People are living in Liberia, so they will just figure those guys out and be lying on there. Bro, come on now.
No, but you
My man Kilba, that doesn't take over, my man. That doesn't take over.
I'm wasting people time. I just play Jenna.
I think let's go to Choko on.
I know. I don't want people in the back. I don't want to put people in the back. Let's do this in order. They are closing online. I don't know why you're in the background. But anyway, we'll try to bring you on to do your closing. But I want us to do this in order. Please, no interruption. Let's take 1 minute each. You listen to the reading I did from Kaba, one of the witnesses. You listen to the audio that Vasco sent me. Vasco, who's that speaking in the audio?
It's one of the guys that got arrested today.
What's the name of the guy?
You heard Kaba name? The Kaba man that you were reading, you heard a name in the sunny there. And you heard the guy telling you Kaba then.
Who's the other guy that was arrested?
Huh?
Who's the other guy that was arrested?
How many persons are arrested today?
But no,
the man said he was not arrested. He said he turned his set in. The man said he turned his set in. He was not arrested. He turned his set in.
Guys, don't do that, man.
You guys said he turned his set in. He was not arrested.
Man. So don't. I mean, Vasco, don't do that. All right? Let's go to the issue, guys, please.
Yeah,
you listen to the audio, and you listen to the testimony from one of the other guys. So let's do our closing now. We'll start with you, Vasco, because you provided audio as well.
Thank you, Nelson.
So right?
That audio, to them make it simple for you guys. The police on Gregory Cuomo, you all are aware that the last time when they went to court, the government lawyer, they closed their own argument. And they never succeeded because most of the things they said were they
Pastor, what's
this
happening?
is bad.
Maybe I can come in.
Okay.
But Nelson Vasco already closed. Why are you closing 2 times?
The second time.
No, Vasco
Why
is
you
here.
close? Why you letting him
Never let
close?
it close.
Someone is
No,
sabotaging. Someone is sabotaging
we
it,
close
man.
here.
Someone is sabotaging it.
Vasco did close.
Vasco closed. Right after Vasco was the first before
Hey, man,
you.
you're not closing again. You call. So you're not closing
I was
again.
just making my point. I'm not closing you.
No, guys.
I don't gotta go back.
Nancy, can you get me?
Yeah.
I'm close here, bro.
Okay, so Vasco, until you can work on your audio situation, let's get Choco to do his closing. Choco,
You gonna
please
be
go
lying
ahead.
on me again?
So initially, when I started, I talked about political manipulation, and I think the video spoke for itself. I'm not going to speak to the video. The public will be the judge. I want us to understand that Liberia is for all of us, regardless of our political party, political background, affiliation, or what have you. We, the young people, we have a major task at hand, and that is to make sure that we provide the best kind of recommendation to our country and our political institution to make sure that we inherit a better country whenever we take over national leadership tomorrow. And this is a caveat and a recommendation to the United Party. I want the United Party and everyone to see the political sphere like a culture troop, wherein if the CDC is elected, they should come and eat their show. They should show all of their best style, all of what they can do for the country. They should implement them. And after that, like President Weah did, give the chance to the next person to come and eat their show. But I think what is difficult for the United Party folks is that Joseph Boakai and the United Party, they underestimated the challenges associated with ruling a country like Liberia. They overpromised the Liberian people, and at this point, they are unable to deliver most of the things that they promised. And like the people, okay, Chief, like the Liberian people were frustrated with Ambassador Weah at a certain point in the CDC. The Liberian people are already frustrated, and at this point, it is glaring that they no longer want the United Party. So I think the United Party should man up all of what they promised the Liberian people. They should try to ensure that they provide those things to the Liberian people and stop all of the political manipulation. No matter how much manipulation they can venture into, whether they can give everybody money in Liberia to malign character of people in the CDC, we wouldn't fall for that. We have the law, and we are going to make sure that we monitor the process. Our stand is that if the right thing is done, we support it. We support it 100%. If the law is being followed, we think that there's forensic investigation, we support it. But in as much our people will be illegally targeted, they'll be giving people money using weapons and trying to subdimize people to lie on people in the CDC, we are going to vehemently resist that, and we'll resist it to the core. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let's leave you there and take Fambola. Fambola, please go ahead. 1 minute quickly.
Thank you very much. What a great show. You know, it's always good to come on and say true to the Liberian people. To end up on this, I just want to talk to the young people who have always been the one being used. You see, there's a reason why today you find so many young people reduce themselves to being battle cry boys. For 6 years, they raised battle cry, and up to now, they still raising battle cry. And many of the other young people who are given state power, who are given opportunity to serve the government, they did little or nothing for their friends. And now they are back in the same quarters, using those same guys again to be raising battle cry behind them. They had the opportunity to empower them, to give them skill that they can use. But instead, there's a reason why they kept them like that. Because if you give them too much of skill or intelligence, they will be so smart and you can't use them again. So for this reason, they kept those young guys then like that, so that every time they want to carry on their nasty activity, they will take them again and put and bring them behind them and raise battle cry. But I want to encourage them that Liberia is bigger than any political party. Never give your commitment to individual. Your country should come first, and nobody should use you. to tell you to go and damage or kill or spoil anything that it takes years for your country to build. Let us keep the peace. Let us love each other. Let us love our country, and let us stop with for nothing threat and be threatening people, especially when they talk about upholding the rules of law and you think you have been targeted. If you know you have not committed any crime, nobody's going to come after you. After all, Liberia is a very small country, and we all are connected one way or the other. I know that there are a lot of comedians out there who will always come and spin things around and make it look as if that this thing that is happening in the country is not serious. And quickly, 1 second. This issue that is going on in Liberia is not divided. Like I have always said it, because the suffering of the Liberian people knows no political party. When you go to the shop now to buy anything in the shop, the prices of those commodities does not know CDC or Unity Party or LP. Everybody is impressed. So
thank you.
I should tell you, say we are divided, we are one, and every suffering that happening in Liberia, we all going through it together. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's take Vasco. Then we'll come to Cindy. Vasco, can you hear me? You want to do your closing?
Thank you. Thank you. You know, I mean, you can call me again because I block your.
Why you keep lying on me?
My man.
We are not
I told you to do that long time.
We are not in court. She's so in front of me. This is not a courthouse, right? I'm not here to explain about the recording. Like my brother said, we'll leave the recording with the public. This is not a courthouse. We only here to tell you guys that this country will not burn. We are all one. We are Liberians. Government got time. No government can power be for everlasting. You can't there for your own 6 years. You will move other people who can there.
Thank you.
We were there. We take power over, to Unity Party. But you guys came to power. You're just angry. You look at solution to be there with people that just fought from somewhere different. That come together. That move the country. Now, I'm talking about reconciliation. How can you reconcile a country like this? If it's difficult, it will be impossible. Can you listen to the other radio station and listen to Liberia from the morning hour calling? How they are so angry.
Freedom FM.
That's not only Freedom in Liberia. All radio stations, including Spoon. You can listen to the callers on Spoon if you this.
Thank you.
You think the people looking like you're on the show? I can see why you're saying agree.
Thank you for your second closing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy.
Guys, we are seriously out of time. We need to go.
Yeah, let's close the show, Nancy. We'll come back tomorrow.
You give us 2 times to close. Are you talking about out of time?
I brought my video.
Can we take you, Cindy?
Josh.
Oh, Josh.
That was silly today. You get that on the show today.
Thank you, Nelson.
Josh,
thank you, Nelson. And look, Nelson, I just want to give you a little bit of timeline. And I'm not trying to convince anyone here. I just want to call our consciousness into action, because I think we are missing a lot of things. Before I got to Liberia, the majority bloc of the legislature accused the minority of destroying the chairs at where they were sitting. And then came out to be that there was a contract already awarded for the renovation of that particular place. So look at it. Who most likely to sabotage that after those chairs were destroyed and everything was moved about?
But Josh,
we wouldn't sit there anymore.
Are you aware that the company that a press statement was released about, that it was said that they were authorized to remove the chairs? Are you aware that the company said that they had no connection with what happened with the removal of the chairs?
But the chairs were removed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the names that were called were the people in the minority bloc.
No, hold on. So the majority bloc, then of course this thing should have ended a long time ago. How will you come? No company, nothing. The chairs are destroyed, and you don't know who destroyed the chairs.
Thank you, Josh.
That means investigations should have gone. But I can't finish now. But just what I want to end with, Nelson, is very simple. So on before the 10th of December, gasoline was bought, and then after 1 week before the place was burned. Doesn't make any sense to me. I listened to your reading, and that guy who said all those things, it makes no sense. But I don't know how our people, because when our minds are made up, because we know the thing that the English people call tune-up version of vision. They just looking straight. They don't look anywhere again. Once they say that the person here, that the person, everything got point.
Are you talking about the Liberian people who you are going to come back to?
Exactly.
2029. Are they the ones you're talking about, Josh?
Nelson,
They're
once
taking
I
it for
mean well for Liberia, I can tell you the truth.
Absolutely.
Well, how you feel? When I want to vote for me, don't vote for me ever in your life. Go home and go sleep.
The
I'm supposed
West
to be government official.
They better tell the
Unless
prophet
like
you.
with a government official. But yes, what I
Better
want
tell
to
the
say,
prophet
Nelson,
you.
you cannot say that you want to visit somebody before the 10th of December. Before you left, you bought $200 gasoline. Then after 1 week, on the 18th, before the place was burned. So you kept that gasoline for 1 week. You're keeping it there in the offices or
When you
where?
kids care for 1 week
We
in
are
your
burning.
spa?
Any, I'm not speaking to you. I'm speaking to the consciousness of Liberian people because I know your mind is made up. So you will not see anything different here. So
Thank
you
you,
kept
Josh.
it all the time.
No, I'm
They
being
didn't tell you how much they're
rational.
going to pay you to do the work. You ask why you go buy the gasoline, buy, you carry, you keep it, you come. Now, see, people need to tell us something different, and Liberian needs to move forward. And just start wishing on the people and
Let me
get back to
hold you
doing the Liberian people
there.
business.
Let me
Thank
hold
you.
you there. Cindy, you want to go ahead? You're closing.
Nelson, thank you for having us tonight. Great discussion. Look, one of the topics introduced tonight is the parading of 15 pickup trucks for the 15 counties. I know we did not get a chance to talk about it, but I saw that today and I kept wondering. Now our government is involved with unnecessary showmanship. They are involved with unnecessary showmanship. 13 pickup trucks. I'm not saying anything wrong with giving pickup truck to the county superintendents. But now you're going to parade pickup truck with Serene behind you to show to the Liberian people that you are doing something big. But when you are corrupting, when people are stealing, when you are flying private jets, those things, we don't talk about them. We don't show them, right? But 15 pickup trucks. When you put a pickup truck together, my brother, I don't even think it was one of the cars in the convoy of our president or the vice president. Again, I applaud the government for empowering the superintendent, but was it necessary? The government now is prioritizing spectacle over substance. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a shame. The government was just easily taking those pickup trucks, handing out to those superintendents. You don't even have to make noise about it. We want to see big things. This is very similar to every little thing they're doing to carry the president to court rabbit. You know, when they put in the police, that thing up around the EAW junction there, carry the president to court rabbit. Building one kitchen, carry the president court rabbit. Putting one hand pump up, carry the president. Do we need to show?
No, nothing to show. Nothing to show.
My man, I'm all the time. Stop eating my time. Do we need to show anyway? Great show. Thank you.
Thank you. Emmy, you want to do your closing quickly? And then
I hope I get plenty of time at Vasco. But anyways, you know, like I always say, right? When people giving advice, it would be good when they take their own advice. It would be really, really good instead of, because as children, people always say, oh, that children don't they don't just listen to you. They mimic what you do, right? You can't come on here and tell me, say we should be serious, we should love the country, and then you being partisan. It's just so, I mean, mind blowing. Like I can't even something what to say in that. Somebody came and say, "Oh, UP underestimated on what it takes to run a country." No, they did not. They underestimated the damages that were done in the 6 years. That's what happened. That's why they're still struggling. If you promise somebody to build something, you don't have the resources there to do it because it was destroyed badly, and you expect somebody to build it in 1 year, 6 year damage, that I don't know who would sit there and think about something like that, right? So taking the country, oh God, Vasco came here with a recalling, my people. They're recalling the person that even asking the question is that they tutoring the person that answering what to say. So that means they call you, right? And then they told you there. Wow. So they're doing it. I mean, can you even, before y'all want to make up these things, can y'all even try to be professional about it a little bit before you come out in the public? What is going on in this country, my people? Like people are just so about party and individuals. What is going on? I thought we're supposed to be caring about Liberia here. My brother George can be telling us that gasoline can be spoiled in 1 week. So when you buy gasoline 1 week after, it's supposed to be spoiled. You're not supposed to use, because if you want to go do something bad and you got people around the area, you will wait when it's clear before you go ahead and do it. You're not just because you got gasoline, oh, I got gasoline in my hand, I got to use it today. It doesn't work like that. Yeah, the chairs removing you're talking about. I think people's name were called in it. They talk about Jerry Yorkwa and Priscilla Wetty. They gave them the order to remove the chair. They said there was a renovation, something done. It was not something that nobody knew what happened to those chairs. So for us to come in and be protecting individuals, all you need to be asking about is fair investigation being done. Not to be protecting like we will resist. We sedition will resist. I dare you. This is the only thing, Nelson. I will start coming on here. If this government don't do a proper investigation and hold those people accountable, and listen to this right now running around, so they threatening authorities. This is the place you'll see me start coming on here and going after this government. Because if you want to be chicken, then you shouldn't be running for president. And if you want to be a chicken, you shouldn't be a police director. You shouldn't be a justice minister. For you to listen to some call-head chicken and running around things that is still gangsterizing the country and want to tell you what to do and what not to do. Investigation is about evidence. The evidence should show, and it will go through
1 minute exhausted. 1 minute
go
exhausted.
through court, and when they go through court, if it points to those people, they need to hold them accountable and let somebody come stand there. They will resist. Then everybody should be resisting.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Moba, you want to go ahead quickly?
Yeah, Nelson, thank you, and thank you to our many listeners and our
a lot today. Yeah, just take
viewer.
that.
Yeah, look.
I mean,
first
of
all, the investigation is still going on, and I know the police will do a very great job because the evidence are coming in, and what we are hearing from the police, that even the guy they bought the gas from, they will go there. And these are the investigation that very important to the Liberians. I don't want to go through the investigation, but that's what will happen. There was a lot of allegation made, and we listened to the recording, we listened to the guy's statement, and the police will go to the area where the men said they ate. They will ask the people, so and so did. Look, if they think all the thing that guy said, if it corresponds with what the police report with what he said, then the investigation is on course. We shouldn't come here and politicize this. All the thing the guy said, right? The police will go by it. The police not say that and say, you know what, we just say now and arrest a man and put him in jail. No, the police will go by that identical statement he made, and they will go even to where they bought the gas, whether that 1 week or 2 weeks. They will go to that identical place and confirm from the buyer. That's how investigation works. So all the one come in, then you say all the parts will come together. You say the investigation is not right, or that fake investigation, or they just going against one group of people. Let us be smart on the issue. We shouldn't come here when we see bad thing and we keep promoting it, and we forget about the right thing because of politics. That is wrong. And let me 30 seconds. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. The police director, Mr. Gregor Como, do your job with your team of investigators. Do your job and make sure you bring the perpetrator to justice. Liberia is the rule. Is the country of law. It's not place where hooligan can live. Thank you.
Well, I want to say thanks to everyone. It's been a great show tonight. Thanks to our brother Vasco, Fambole, Charles, Mikel, John, Emmy, Moba. We appreciate all of you. Thanks to Muzi, who was here, Abraham Kamar, and Chokon was here as well, to Ray and Cindy. Thanks to everyone. It's been a great show. We've got Mikel, when you closed, we're going to find.
I was just giving my own point. When I was closing,
that's time. You sleep. You see, the man can't open again. That man go sleep.
Guys, we want to say thanks. It's been a great show. We look forward to being here tomorrow. Until then, have a good night. To all of our folks in Liberia, good morning to you. Let me do a special birthday greeting to the twin
Rizad,
you coming. Rizad and Marisa.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
All right, bro.
Happy birthday to the both of you as you
Oh,
celebrate.
it's so beautiful.
Your
Happy
entire
birthday.
family, all the best. As a message here, it says,
Yeah,
"Happy
then
birthday, to your great grand mom, Siba, Grandma Game, Auntie Simo. You guys have been a great blessing to us, and may God continue to." Happy
I'll
birthday!
tap into that blessing for my twins. Yeah.
Happy birthday!
You want
I'll tap into that blessing for my twins, babies.
You want twins?
I still want to say happy birthday,
I've
guys.
been fighting for twins for I don't know.
You want twins?
No, this
But
time
how
you get.
have you been fighting? How have you been?
Triplet, don't worry.
How have you been fighting? Maybe that's a question.
Nelson,
But what was
Nelson,
Nelson need again. Nelson need again.
This is not part of the rescue
Nelson,
government issue.